I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Superman, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida. Detroit, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Mo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
T-Y-E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. BDC, baby.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madback 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
He is the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska.
He's good at what he do.
Hey, Daddy.
Undefeated WBO lightweight champion of the world.
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com.
Taking, any credit away from Errol, he's a great fighter. He's good at what he do. But when you compare him to Terence Crawford, there's no comparison.
It's a dollar beat.
I'm just a better fighter.
BoxingVoice.com.
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something. All that shit you talking don't mean nothing. I can point my guns at you, you can point your guns at me, but at the end of the day, them two brothers got to get in the ring.
Hey, Daddy, it's a dollar
We've been here before. You try to get there. All right? I can tell you how it is to be undisputed. You can't tell me shit.
This is dog. Hey, Daddy.
Y'all support y'all fighter. Let's come together, make this event a success.
BoxingVoice.com.
Everything about Terence Crawford is better than Errol Spence Jr.
BoxingVoice.com. BoxingVoice.com.
Boxing fans, are you ready?
Hey, Daddy.
BoxingVoice.com. 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 Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I'm going to go ahead and call it a marathon. I believe there's going to be a bunch of upset boxing fans. I'll label them boxing fans. I won't put them in any specific box, but I do believe that this show will go a long time as some information was revealed to us courtesy of Terence Crawford. He did an interview that was released yesterday, and it was actually someone that he fought in the amateurs. And Crawford made it very clear that the rematch is happening at 47. And he gave us a reason why, which means that Errol Spence had an opportunity to get this fight at 154 or another weight had he notified Terence and his team in writing within a proper time frame. That did not happen, so neither man wrote that letter in writing to each other. So both obviously are okay with 47. So you guys can stop complaining now. He's not draining them. Errol had the opportunity to, in writing, state that he could not make the weight. That never happened. Crawford himself, who you guys continue to say, but Crawford said he could barely make the weight. Well, he also had to submit in writing that he couldn't make the weight, and that didn't happen. So can we please stop complaining about Crawford weight draining him the first fight and now in the second fight? Because let's be real, if he didn't submit in writing that he didn't want this particular fight to take place at 47, then, you know, why wouldn't we have anything else?
So, curiousness, why do you think this took so long to be public? Why do you think we was actually being led under a different impression and told other things in regards to the weight of the rematch?
Honestly, I mean, what do you think we were told? Because I got the audio. Maybe you are misinterpreting what was being written by Michael Benson. Because in the audio, it sounds like the only difference that we got is that, you know, all this time it was they were telling us the winner got to decide where the weight of the fight took place. But in fact,
it don't matter if you won at all. You ain't have no say. All you had to say was
you couldn't make the weight.
I can't make the weight, and
in writing though. In writing. So it had to be formal, it had to be official. You had to do it officially, you know, and that wasn't done by anyone on Errol's team. So one has to assume that weight wasn't the issue for the performance.
Bro, but why from both sides? Why would they say, oh, this is how the rematch weight is selected? When that's really not the case at all.
I don't know that both sides said that, did they? I'm not sure that we were just repeating stuff that Coppinger and other reporters might have said. I don't know if these guys said anything at the press conference, that led us to believe, exactly what's being said.
All right. Well, I believe you got some audio to play, right?
I do. Let me see here. And this is Terence Crawford on In This Corner. And this is Bud on the rematch and the contracted weight of that rematch.
The fight that should supposed to happen next. So we shall see, how negotiations go and how everything go. We post a fight in December, and yeah, I'm back in training.
Are you thinking about doing it at the 154-pound weight class, or are you going to stick to the rematch at 47, which is where it should be because that's where it happened?
Well, the contract states that either one or the other got to notify, in writing that he no longer can make the weight. If not, then the fight will be at 47. So the contract states that it have to go at 47 since neither I or Errol notified each other stating that we couldn't make the weight anymore.
So you see, he said that the contract states that, because neither person notified either man, that the fight stays where it's at. So, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't care in that sense. I felt like it didn't really matter where they fought at. I thought Bud would get the better of the rematch, but it's just weird to me. I ain't gonna lie. I find it odd that it's like shit 2 months after the fight and we just now hearing, you know. It's been 3 weeks since Earl has put in his rematch and everything, and we just now hearing about like the weight and shit. Like I'm gonna be honest
that's
with you.
that fine print,
Nah,
isn't it?
that's nah, not really. But
what you mean?
I mean, what's fine print about? All I have to say is I can't do something and it won't be done. It's not really like fine print to me. It's like, hey, no matter what you do, win, lose, draw, die, you can still elect to remain at the weight. Just say you can't make it. Or no, we can move up. Just say you can't make the weight no more. That's all. So I don't know that we see the rematch, to be quite honest with you. I don't know that they want the rematch, right? We've seen
It sounds like the rematch has to happen this year by December from that interview.
Which is something that we've been hearing. But
yeah, but we all assumed it could be pushed back. No? We all thought, we heard people like Espinoza say February, January, possibly.
Yeah, I thought shit like that, but there was definitely the people going off the wall like, oh, they gonna let Errol get one in before they run it back. Like, I never thought that. Never thought that, oh, they gonna let Errol get a tune up in between rematches? Nah.
Why you never thought that?
Cause if he was quick to walk.
Yeah, no, I never thought that either. Cause imagine winning or losing in between that and what is Bud supposed to do.
Not the stat, but it's like, yo, he showed his nuts last year, and like, bro, I'm fighting this year. Oh, okay, January. All right, watch this, cause I'm fighting this year. So it's like I ain't think that he was gonna be like, oh yeah, ooh, go get it. Like, bro, this shit wasn't enticing enough. Like, you beat the shit out of him. You feel me? Like, any type of rematch, they should be great. I ain't gonna say grateful. I'm not gonna say that. But I will say they should be satisfied or happy with, goddammit, because it's like shit wasn't close. There's nothing for you to deserve a rematch. You understand that? Like, if this was the Super Bowl, ticket prices would drop times 10 because, it was that one sided. Like, damn, bro, why am I gonna go drop another $2,000 to watch a blowout? Drop 200 for that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna get difficult to get people to spend that money again. They're gonna have to do a really good job at All Access, giving us a look into Earl's camp, so that we can believe he's physically doing better and can perform better. I'm not like of the same mindset. I don't think it's weird. I think this is fine print in the contract that these reporters that broke the story weren't privy to, but it's just fine print. I don't find it weird that we're just finding out. We're not supposed to know. So a lot of these guys are very private when it comes to the finances. You see how Crawford and Shakur are when it comes to the finances. So, you know, um, at least we got the fight, and at least people can stop complaining. At
But do
least they
we
can.
have the fight? Like,
Well, I mean,
I don't think
we don't
I
have
don't
any more
I,
excuses. You can't say he was weight drained.
I don't think that anything that can lead to anybody really saying. Again, I just find it weird that every report we got said different. Like, I do find that weird. And again, it's been 3 weeks since the rematch has
But
been
maybe that's still the
activated
case.
by Spence.
Maybe that's still the case. Maybe the winner does get to dictate, but the loser can still say, "Bro, I can't make it," and then it's up for negotiations. You don't think? Like, if there was a clause that said the winner gets to pick, and then the loser also gets to formally write that he can't make the weight, we got to come to some sort of agreement financially. I mean, it's pretty much the same Danny Garcia, Eric Morales situation, except Eric missed weight. But you just pay. No?
I don't think we see the fight.
Well, you gotta love the internet.
I don't think we see it, bro. Like, think about it. It don't. Bro, this shit came out the day before the fight, bro. Mike Coppinger broke the night before the fight when Spence is on record saying, "I've outgrown 147. If there's a rematch, it would have to be at 154. I fought in the
But
US."
why wouldn't he?
Bro, I'm just
Why
saying.
wouldn't he activate that then by submitting it in writing?
I mean, shit. Maybe he didn't know. The world just found out.
I mean, that would be sad. He's the one with Al. He's supposed to help you with that contract litigation.
I mean, I don't know. Like, again, bro, the last 7, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, the story been different. So it's like neither guy chose to call cap on it. Neither guy chose to call out none of these writers, especially Bud. All the people that was doubting.
But that's
Bud.
what I'm saying. Why can't both things be true? Why can't there still be that option to get out in writing by saying, "Yo, I can't make it," and then now we got to talk money.
I mean, that can be true, but literally, if that is true, then the first part is like null and void. It don't even matter. Win, lose, or draw, don't even matter.
It do matter because again, you won it at 47, so now I gotta appease you. I got to give you something, some concession I gotta make because I can't make it. You feel me? I think it still works the same, bro. It's not a big deal. I mean, I don't see how you're correlating this with the fight not happening though. Like, this is so weird to you that you like this fight ain't happening.
No. It ain't that the shit's been a secret. It's just the fact that before he lost, he said he can't make 47. After making 47 for the final time with Bud, after he stepped on that scale.
Yeah, but
he said, "I can't do it no more."
And I get you, Danny, but I feel like you're reading way too much into his words when we just seen Jamel Charlo come out and said, or insinuate, should I say, clearly insinuate that Errol was not running or not running enough. And how do you lose weight? Running. That's the number one thing for a fighter. Your own stablemate who thought you was going to win is now saying, I'm going to run so I'm not huffing and puffing like Errol was.
I don't know, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, you only want to believe Earl's words.
No, I mean, I want to believe that I saw the same guy training at a different gym while in Vegas. So it's like, how much was you watching training when, bro? I saw you at Mayweather's with Joanne. I saw you there. You was at Mayweather's with Joanne. You went over there for the all access pad work and boop 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 boop. Champ, you was at Mayweather's with Joanne.
But you don't have Earl's schedule the way that Jamel does. So
no, I don't have
you happen to
any
see
schedule.
You happen to see Jamel at Mayweather's. That doesn't mean that he wasn't at another gym with Earl. It doesn't mean that he didn't spend numerous hours with Earl for fight week, or it doesn't mean that he doesn't have information. None of that leads me to believe that he's fishing.
So
I mean, what he knows because he knows
the
it.
rematch happens. Then
I'm saying whatever Jamel knows, he knows it because he knows it.
Fuck all that. I'm saying just your thoughts. Do you think the rematch happens? Yes or no?
So far, yeah, I don't see. Okay. I haven't. Earl's side, I spoke to his manager and they told me Earl wants the rematch. Earl wants the rematch. You know what I mean? So.
Just wanted your thoughts.
They confirmed too that Derek is still part of the team and they rocking out.
No, look, bro, I didn't expect him to leave Derek. Been with him for pretty much his whole career, right? At least as a professional. I didn't expect him to not want the rematch. But I do expect bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just kind of like a bit of common sense, right? In the sense that it's like, yo, I beat this dude so easy. I don't want to do it again. Let's make it to where he doesn't want to do it again. Mm-hmm. Not that we ducking him. Not that we scared. Not that the 7 pounds going to do anything extra for him. But it's like, yo, bro, I'm really, the clock is ticking. I'm really finna do that. I'm really finna sit here, spend 10 to 12 weeks of my life, putting it all on the line away from my family just to beat his ass as easy as I did it again?
Bruh, it's the money. They might not do the same back end, but they gonna get a guarantee. Pacquiao Bradley had their guarantees for the rematch after the first fight. Before the first fight was done, we knew what Bradley was getting in that rematch. So, they got to come up with Terrence's money if they want the fight. Whatever their guarantee is, whatever they agree to in that contract, they got to come up with that. They might not do 650,000 bars.
Man, look, this shit should have been like this. All right, look. Winner getting 65-35 or 60-40 in the rematch if it goes to the distance. But if you get stopped, you got to do like an 80-20.
Come on, man. You out here doing extra shit that ain't never been done. And I'm not saying we can't see a time in the sport where they structure their contracts in that manner, but that's a little bit extra. That's on some OTX shit. Let's start with OTX, or at least implement knockout bonuses before we start implementing contracts that state if you don't get the knockout, you can't activate a rematch or whatever you said. I don't know. That's just like, you don't think it's unfair?
I ain't saying nothing about a rematch or activating a rematch. I'm saying if it goes the distance, one can say it was competitive to an extent. If you get knocked out, you get knocked out.
And if you get knocked out, it means no rematch.
No, that's not what I said, bro. I just said you get less.
Less money.
Of course.
I mean, why are we
I mean, isn't that how it typically works? Yeah, it's not on paper, but it's like, bro, if I get knocked out, 9 times out of 10, I'm finna get called to go lose over here. Or I'm finna get an opportunity over here. Like, we literally just seen whatchamacallit get a decision win over Truck Simpson, right? And somebody's like, damn, if Truck would have won, we would have seen Truck and Troy. I'm like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I'm like, that guy has 5 losses. He cost significantly less than what would have been an undefeated prospect.
2 undefeated prospects.
I'm just saying, bro, majority of the world doesn't really have interest in seeing the rematch. I found it interesting that this came out. I don't think that really affects the rematch happening. I don't think it does happen. Look, again, we heard Steven say they're not really looking for it. me finding this weird and me thinking it's just two separate things. I do find it weird. It took 7-8 weeks for this shit to become public knowledge. But it's just part of the I don't know, I guess attempt and negotiation, cuz I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like it was so one-sided. If it does happen, unfortunately, I would like it to happen at a higher weight class. And the only reason I say unfortunately is because I still don't want to see it happen at 154. Like, I just think it's better at 154 because of Bud and what he wants to do. It's like, I want you to fight the winner of Charlo and Canelo. I do. So why not help you be better prepared for that, and let's start moving up to 168.
It's because y'all got a problem comprehending. Stephen Nelson broke it down very clear. He said Bud's goal is to be 3-time undisputed and make history by moving up 3 divisions.
He still would be doing that. He ain't winning no title at 54. He still would be moving up 3 weight classes.
How? You're already campaigning there.
I mean, he ain't win no title there though. It's still a 3 weight class jump.
I mean, you're making new rules, bro.
Cool. So I
no,
look, but
so all the prospects at 54, they're not there because they didn't win a title.
I'm just saying, people were saying Mikey moved up 2 divisions and he had already won a title at 40, but they're like, oh, well, he's campaigning at 35, so you got to give him credit for what have you done for me lately? It's like, bro, it don't really matter. Motherfucker already won a title at 40, been at 40, fought at 40. Cool. So, like, I'm confused. Why not take a fight there though? It's like, what are people gonna remember? That you took
They're gonna remember that you
took a
moved
tune-up,
up 3 straight weight
or
classes.
that you was 3 times undisputed.
That you moved up 3 straight
so
weight classes
not not that you became 3-time undisputed.
That you moved up 3 straight to do it.
So
that
you
is
think
the feat.
You think that'll be remembered more than the 3-time undisputed?
I think it won't ever. I think more than likely it will never be replicated.
Do you think it'll be remembered more than 3-time undisputed?
Absolutely, because it will never be replicated. For the next person to come and be 3-time undisputed, it's always gonna be said, but Crawford moved up from 47. So for you to say, oh wow, it's because you're not thinking.
Bro,
you can't do something I done and don't say how the fuck I did it.
Right.
Thank you.
I mean, nobody's ever done 2 times. So for us to talk about 3 times, it's just shit like I'm just looking at it like we not gonna see it. So when it's all said and done, people, to me, it's like, I don't think it's gonna be how it was done. I think it's gonna be the fact he's the only one that did it.
Nah. Right now they tried to diminish his first undisputed because of how it was done.
Yeah, but you got to think about the names. So now it's
But
like he
that's
got
my
names
point.
this time. He has names
He
this
got
time.
one name this time.
Charlo, whenever Canelo, Charlo's a name.
Oh, I'm talking about Errol. And before, they didn't even want to give him credit for his undisputed.
Well, we talking 3 times, so it would be the winner of Canelo, Charlo plus Errol. So yeah, so he got names.
Look, I'm not gonna argue what he wants is what he wants. You feel me? You want him to want something else?
No.
Send
I
him
don't
a
want
letter.
him. I mean, I don't want him. That's according to Steven. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, his goal is to be 3-time undisputed.
It's according to Steven, who was professional enough to say that anything zoo related, he would have to go back and talk to Crawford. So what he said before that was on behalf of Crawford. What Crawford and him have spoken about. Crawford's goal is to create history by moving up 3 divisions, not just being 3-time undisputed anymore. That's how they preferenced it, not me.
No,
he said
I know,
he don't
bro.
want to just do that anymore.
So can we just agree that before that tweet came out and before the WBO,
it's an interview.
No,
it's an
okay,
interview.
whatever.
I mean, because maybe if you
know
it's an interview, you understand that there's way more context
And
to
that's-
whatever it is that you think is a tweet.
But that's great. But it ain't about the tweet. It's about what they say that they've wanted. So maybe I'm confused, but I could have swore that they was trying to go after Charlo at 54 before the WBO came out and said that he was being stripped on September 30th.
What's a greater accomplishment, Danny? Jesus Christ, I hate when you get into these like fucking
It
whirlwind
ain't no
arguments. Just
whirlwind,
answer the
bro.
question.
It ain't no
What is a
whirlwind
greater
to me.
accomplishment? Beating Jermell Charlo at 54 for 3-time undisputed, or moving up 3 straight divisions and beating the winner of Charlo Canelo for 3-time undisputed? Answer the question, please.
The greater accomplishment?
Yes.
I would say Canelo for sure, yeah.
Just Canelo, not the fact that he's moving up 3 straight divisions at a high weight disadvantage. What the fuck is wrong with you? You always extend
I'm
arguments
just
for
saying,
no reason.
So we cannot agree that he was never trying to go after that.
Brother, who gives a flying
Alright,
fuck?
bro.
The
Alright,
man
bro. Alright,
told
bro.
you he's
Alright,
changed
bro.
his
Alright,
mind,
Chad.
and his new
I'm just
goal
saying.
is
Well,
to move
no,
up
Steven
3
told us
divisions.
that. I gotta go watch the Bud interview.
Yeah, go watch it. That's
ain't
why
hear
you're
it.
arguing something you didn't even fucking see.
Well, you said the
You
Steven
went
was the
off a
interview.
tweet.
No, you said the Steven was the interview.
Which you didn't see.
Cool, but I said I have to go watch the Bud interview. I ain't mentioned Steven. I said Bud interview. And I said before the Steven thing, they was talking 54 undisputed. It was undisputed regardless, bro. That's all I'm
Because
saying.
Charlo was not being stripped.
Of course.
Lord, how is it this hard to comprehend? The motherfucker changed his goal
I
because my
literally
man
said
got
that.
stripped.
I literally said that. I said before the WBO.
But you want me to say on air, yeah, he did want 54. Say it.
No,
Didn't he want 54?
He wanted
Bro, we
3-time
know that
undisputed.
shit. Like,
no,
we
it's not
know
54.
that.
It's that he wanted 3-time
You
undisputed.
did use the words 54. You did use the words Charlo. You did say he wanted Charlo.
Bro, but I'm saying
the fuck, bro.
So was he talking 3-time undisputed at 68 off the jump? Or
No.
Okay, then that's it.
But what is your point?
My
with that?
point is that the ultimate goal for him after beating Spence was to
You
be
hear him?
3-time
Look at the
undisputed.
words he's choosing to use. This dude's a big ass idiot. He's
Bro,
choosing to
you
use the
tripping.
fucking words ultimate. The motherfucker told you moving up 3 divisions to fight the winner of is ultimate. He wants to change it. You want to change it. Fuck out of here, man. Shit is ridiculous. Every day is the same goddamn thing, making arguments extra for no goddamn reason. You mad that the man got a new goal. You want to lie and diminish that fighting Charlo at 54 would be greater than. No, the fuck it won't. Moving up 3 divisions, the world saying you too small, greater than. Greater than. Fucking having meaningless motherfucking arguments for no goddamn reason. Then you want to get mad and walk off. Shit's silly. Grown ass men acting silly, man. We're going to take calls, man. 1-425-569-52 fucking 41. Cincinnati, what up?
That's what's up. How's my audio, my man?
Straight.
I really don't got no comment on this. Like I said, like I've been saying, 154, 147, this rematch ain't going to look much different. It's going to be another bloodbath. So I don't know if maybe Errol didn't put the notification in that he couldn't make 147 was because he didn't plan on taking the rematch. I don't know. Like I said, that just shows you that we can't always go by what YouTubers say and these narratives these people paint to try to make $1 off of. We got to wait till the fighters come out or representatives of the fighters come out and let us know what's what. Because for the longest, we've been thinking that the winner chose the weight for the next, and that don't seem to be true. So we just can't always rush to conclusions and shit, I guess. But maybe Errol, like I said, that's just a narrative that his fan base made that he couldn't make 147 no more, and that he could. I don't know, but either way it goes, like I said, man, only way Errol is gonna win this fight is if he comes to the ring with a gun and shoots Terence Crawford in the fucking head. Because if he don't blow his fucking brains out, he doesn't stand a chance. So, like I said, 147, 154 is gonna be more of the same. Like, it's not gonna be much of a difference. I don't think this fight is gonna have any casual commercial appeal. So you can bet your bottom dollar that the pay-per-view buys is gonna be cut in like half, if not more. So from a financial standpoint, from a competitive standpoint, there's just really no reason for this rematch to happen. It's not gonna make the money. The gate is not gonna do what it did. He don't deserve a rematch. Only reason why he's getting a rematch because he's got a good representation legally that put it in there for him. So yeah, I'm not really too much interested in the rematch because I know what's gonna happen. But if Errol fans want to see it, if they want to hold on that little glimmer of hope that he can do better the second time around, all peace be unto you. But I know it's about to be another ass kicking that I'm really not interested in. So I'm probably not even gonna watch it, to be honest, man. Shit, we deep into football season. That'll be around playoff time, NFL. Yeah, y'all can have that. If y'all want to see another shellacking, y'all can have that. But I'll probably be out doing something else. But I'm gonna let you get to some other callers, Ness.
Let me ask you,
take it easy, TBV.
what is the greater accomplishment? Beating Charlo at 54 for undisputed, 3-time undisputed at 54, moving up one division from 47 to 54, or is the greater accomplishment to move up 3 divisions from 47 to 68 for the winner of Charlo Canelo?
Oh, it'll obviously be moving up 3 divisions.
Okay.
Shit, that's.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy. We've got 4 divisions. That'll be his 4th division. We got to.
My bad. Go ahead.
I said, him moving up to 154, that would be like his 4th division. We've seen 4 division champions already. So, for him to move up to 168, shit, that's unheard of. So that'll be just some crazy shit if he can accomplish that.
All right,
I'm gonna
champ.
get some other
That's
callers,
the bell.
man.
Let me get to what looks like Connecticut. Talk to me.
Yo, I gotta fix my headset real quick. Hold on. That's typical. I'm in the truck every day. Hey, yo, I want to touch on what you and Danny got heated about. I don't know, but correct me if I'm wrong, Danny. If you was, I hope he wasn't debating that it would be more impressive for him to beat Charlo or even in the same ballpark. Obviously, moving up to beat Canelo, that's not even a debate. I don't think that was Danny's point. Can y'all even hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know if that was his point. I don't think it's his point. Danny, you ain't working right now. You're not on the mic.
Nah, he outside.
That's made you that mad?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. You gotta stop screaming at that man.
Bruh, nobody understands what he was talking about. You feel me? You arguing about a 54 accomplishments that's not greater than that. You calling it the ultimate when the man told you what's ultimate. Like, the shit making no sense. Nobody getting it. I ain't nobody yelling at him.
Let me argue.
I'm yelling out loud because I can't understand him, and I don't get why we gotta argue about dumb shit every day.
You're passionate, right? So I already know how you get down. I know you're not really like yelling at him, but I got a friend like that too, and I'll be like, yo, shut the fuck up, yeah. But anyways, let me argue for him though. I hope he was trying to say that if he fights Errol at 54 before he goes up to fight Canelo, that one fight at 54 is like doesn't really matter. Like he's still gonna get the same credit for going up to 68 to beat Canelo.
But you won't. But you won't. That's what I'm saying. We can't make rules up for Danny's argument. Anybody that is at 154 pounds, the way that we phrase that is he is campaigning at 54. You can't just fight at 54 and because you didn't win a title, move up 3 and say you moved up 3 to 50. That's a lie. And we sitting here making up lies. Like, what the fuck? If you fight at 54, you at 54.
Yeah, technically you're right, but
technically, why are we not dealing with technically then? Now you want to change what's law. Technically, you're right, but let me tell you this other shit.
I'm not trying to change what's law, and bill me if we go over, because I want his rebuttal.
Do your thing, champ.
No, we're not changing what's technical. The point is like, in history, when it gets mentioned, we gonna, and then you jumped up to be Canelo. We're gonna remember the fact that he went from undisputed at 47, honored his rematch, and then went up there and beat Canelo next. Like, that little small detail is not going to affect his legacy. Even if technically he did 3 divisions, technically he did 2 because he fought one time in the division. That's not gonna be make a difference in that.
The same thing I told Danny when he tried to say that. So when the next man comes and becomes 3-time undisputed, did Crawford do it greater than by jumping up 3 divisions? Will that always be remembered and talked about? Because when the next man do it, he ain't do it like Crawford, right? So it's forced to be talked about. Y'all lying to win an argument. You trying to say it's the same.
We're not lying.
You
it's just
are.
one little fight
It
at
is not
54 that
the
you have to
same.
honor.
It
does
is
not tarnish what
the
he's trying to
same.
accomplish.
It is not the same.
It's not the same.
So stop saying that. Both of y'all said that. It's the same. It's not. Don't use that word. It's not the same.
I'm not saying it's the same. I'm not going to stand on it's the same, but it's so minor that it's not going to affect his
It's minor to you. It's minor to you because you ain't never been punched in the face. You ain't never been in the ring to tell a man that if he moves up 3 full divisions, it's the same or it's minor. You dudes are disrespectful, man.
No, but that one fight against Spence, come on. All right, we'll move on from that. All right, you obviously could feel me. Let me get this last little shit in. What our caller previously, he was saying that he don't want to see the fight and he'll go out and do whatever, live his life. I don't know why y'all feel like that, because I know the dude, he got spanked, but we've been waiting for this for so long, and he got spanked like he did. I want to see it again. I'm still in shock. I don't believe it, but it happened. I want to see if Spence could do better. And I feel like Crawford beat him so perfectly, so great. Like, he can't do no better than that. Spence has to do better than the first time. You can't get beat no worse than that. And I said that before, and but he's not gonna get knocked out in the first, second round. I believe he'll do better. We all invested. This was the fight for the last 5, 7, 8. This nigga they were talking about this fight since I was in fucking high school. Like, this fight has been something for a while. Now, it didn't live up to the hype. I would love to see it again. I do think Spence could do better, and I do believe it can be competitive, and let everybody skip out on this fight, and it be a great fight, and y'all niggas miss history. But I'll be a part of it. That's all I really wanted to get in, and I'll send my $5.
All right, man. All y'all need to shut the fuck up with that soft shit. I don't want to hear about shit how I spoke. Motherfucker, maybe we won't get upset at each other if we listen to each other. If we stop arguing about dumb shit. You feel me? You want to change a man's words. That's just the bottom fucking line. Fuck out of here. Y'all a bunch of cornballs. Jay Billy, what up?
Yo.
You.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness. Shout out Danny putting in that work. But Ness, I think you misunderstood Charlo at the beginning of that All Access when he was talking about y'all got me breathing like Errol Spence. He was talking about Spence on the All Access. He didn't want them to have him, breathing hard at the beginning, like while he running. You feel me? That's why he was like, I'm gonna sound like a lion. I think you need to go back and look at it, but I just don't want nobody to think you're trying to push a narrative when you really just misunderstood it. So if you go back and look at it and think about it in that context, I think you'll see like, oh, okay. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, regardless of if we want to see the rematch or not, Spence is due that. You know what I'm saying? He's a champ. And either way, I feel like, do you feel like how Bud did Spence was more shocking than how Ruiz did Joshua.
Do I think
Like
how
think like
Spence?
think in a moment without hindsight, like, okay, we know what Joshua is now. Like try to think in a moment of what
No,
Joshua
no,
was.
because that was more competitive, bro. Joshua dropped him too. That fight can't compare.
No, but too, go ahead and run my calls together because I sent that CP. But
Nah, that I never hit the bell, man. My bad. That was the old bell.
I bet. But nah, but nobody gave Ruiz the chance before to beat Joshua. Like it was 50-50 with this
But it don't
Spencer
matter.
Bud.
Yo, y'all be wanting to change black and white. It can't be compared. Spence ain't getting no
Nah, I
knockdown.
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. He did get a knockdown. But two, at the end of the day, he still do that rematch, and we don't know what's gonna happen with this boxing shit. We don't know what's gonna happen. Anything could have been wrong with Spence. I'm not trying to like give him no outs or anything like that, but it's possible. So I feel like let's just see the rematch. We don't know what's gonna happen because it's impossible with this boxing shit. So you feel me? 147, 154, and if it's really like that, what you laughing at?
A super chat I gotta read. I'm telling you, motherfuckers they be trying to take sides, but it's lack of comprehension. It's lack of comprehension. You know, that wasn't Danny's argument, and that wasn't what we were arguing about. My man over here talking about that Danny was saying Bud should take it at 54 to get acclimated to 68, since he's already planning a fight at 154. He never said it would be a bigger accomplishment. You took it left. And I stood on my two and kept saying, the man said he don't want to do that. The man said he wants to move up 3 divisions. And what did he keep doing? But he should move up because it would be better. He would get acclimated. I mean, it's only one fight. I mean, it ain't gonna mean nothing. I mean, it still could be 3 times. No, 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 no. They told you no. So we arguing for no reason. They said no. You want to make something that ain't there. And you want to send $10 to agree with someone that didn't comprehend, and your dumb ass ain't comprehend either. I'm arguing that the 54 is null and void because the man said no. The man said his goal is to move up 3 motherfucking divisions. So anything else you say doesn't goddamn matter. It just don't matter. End the
So Ness,
story.
you basically feel like he activating the rematch or he taking the rematch, hoping that Spence is gonna not take the fight so he can move up and fight Canelo.
I also never said that. Danny
No,
insinuated
I'm
that.
asking. I'm asking.
Nah, I mean, he's activating his fucking clause, and if he gonna fight him, he gonna fight him. It's on Earl. The ball is in Earl's court.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
over.
God.
He already missed his time, according to Crawford. He missed his time to activate and write in writing and say that he couldn't fight at 47. So it's a wrap. Dudes is just mad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you ain't wrong. But yeah, man, I still want to see the rematch. I don't care. I still want to see the rematch. These still my 2 favorite fighters. This can still be, I don't know, a good trilogy. We don't know what's gonna happen in the rematch, and for us to say, what's gonna happen, like we don't see into the future. So
Tony T,
let's just.
comprehension is key. See, you and I watched the same interview and you didn't even comprehend it. Steven Nelson did not say it's an option. He said before he said anything about Zoo, he would have to talk to Crawford because Crawford never mentioned nothing about that. It's in the fucking interview. And I repeated that over and over. Y'all need to watch the interview. Y'all going off of tweets. Watch the motherfucking interview. Everybody want to take sides. Go watch the goddamn interview. Sit.
But yeah, man, y'all keep on putting in that work. I ain't gonna lie, I might type back in.
All right. I'm actually going to go to my fucking history to give y'all the name of the interview. Because it's like sad. There it goes. Terence Crawford childhood friend reaction to Earl Spence. Marco Boxing. Go check it out, man. Stop talking out your asses. General Camino. General Camino. Nike Hendricks.
Shouts out to the boxing boys. Shouts out Nez, Danny, the squad, chat, listeners, everybody. A big accomplishment. Yeah, I say going to 168 because he moved up in the division. Now, what I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? I really myself, I wanted the fairy tale dream. But we got this Canelo fight. I really wanted him to go to fucking 154, get undisputed, then try to get undisputed against Canelo at 168. But you get what you get, and we got what we got. So, we got this fight September 30th. Spence, he just got to do what he got to do. The rematch is activated. Everybody, like the last caller, Jay Billy was like, I ain't giving out no out, but once you hear that word, but there's an out. No matter, he said he's not giving out an out, but something might have been wrong with Spence. That's an out. You just gave him an out. That's why I said like yesterday. I'm not saying Canelo's slowing down because I'm not about to diminish Charlo victory if he wins. So shit, ain't nothing wrong with Spence. He got his ass whooped that night by the better man. So hey, it is what it is. So Spence better get ready if he want this get back. Try to do what he can do. If he can't, he gonna get his ass whooped again. And like the same with Canelo. Canelo ain't slowing down. He looking good to me. So if he win, it ain't they ain't gonna say, well, Canelo was going out the door and he won. They gonna say Canelo is still the man in the face of boxing, that dude. Now if Charlo win, it's Canelo is diminishing. He's getting old. He's on his way out. I don't want to hear that shit. So it is what it is. Everybody get prepared for where it's gonna go down. We got these good fights coming up. We got Canelo about to fight. We got the Shakur fight coming. We got the Haney fight. We don't even know the Tank announced the fight yet.
Nah, not Tank.
Well, we'll
Not
see
yet.
when he announces one. But we got a lot of fights coming. We got Andrade. We got some fights, man. So boxing at a good place.
But it's not your time.
CYP.
Hello. We a little hot. I like it that way. I like it like that. Then hold on a second.
You breaking up a
I
bit.
was doing some discovering. God damn, cause I'm at this gym and they be putting me on this punk ass Wi-Fi. My fact, I'm about to go to the regular phone. Come back to me.
All right. General Camino trying you. If you're on Blog Talk, don't forget you gotta press 1 at least once.
Yo, Nas, what's good?
Chilling.
Cool. Yeah, bro, this situation is crazy. It's another situation where this is why boxing is lame, bro. It's lame sometimes because they don't give us no information. They let us speculate on shit for months and then pop out with some new shit. Like this shit is really crazy to me because I'm looking at it like if all it was Errol had the right, oh, I can't make 147. Why didn't he just do that? They get to fight at 154 and get it going.
But
And
Champ,
then if
that's
you go to
because you and everyone else are assuming he can't make the weight. Because he looked the way he looked, Y'all think he can't make the weight because he said what he said. Y'all think he can? Maybe after the fight he assessed and said, "Man, maybe it was this and not that." Because why wouldn't he
And I
activate it? Why wouldn't he send it in writing if he really can't make 147 no more?
and I
Or
understand
is he
that.
walking away from the fight by not writing it?
See, but that's what I'm saying because if you go to his Instagram, he got 154 pound shark in his bio. So it's weird, like all this shit not adding up. That's what I'm saying. Boxing is lame sometimes because fighters
I
say
mean,
one
Champ,
thing, the
Champ,
promoters say another thing,
you don't
and then
think
we
that's
never get
adding
access.
up? What's 1 + 1? I mean, he got 154 in his bio. The contract state he had to say he can't make 47. Do it sound like the fight's happening?
No, but let me
Exactly.
finish. You gotta let me finish. He said he had to write to them. His bio says one thing, but he also activated the rematch. And by activating the rematch and not writing that you can't make 147, the rematch is at 147. So
Exactly.
then from here, if you now say, "Oh, I can't make 147, I'm not fighting," you look like a duck by way of how the contract is set up. You look way crazier than just sending in that letter and saying you can't make it and seeing if Crawford would be willing to do the 154. Because if Errol wrote that in, is Crawford now in a position where he has to fight at 154,
No, I
or
think
is it
I
more?
think it's more negotiation time now, right? Like because he still won, but that's what Danny was saying. We don't know because we were told one thing. We were told it was as simple as the winner saying what weight he wanted to. Now we finding out the winner can say that, but the loser can also still say he can't make the weight formally in writing. So who knows if there would have been a secondary step after that as well.
And that's why I'm saying shit is lame because there's too many question marks. Like now we on this. Well, Errol didn't write it in, so who knows if bruh,
Well,
what the
this is
fuck?
what Ellerby says. But this is what Ellerby like. Y'all not supposed. We not supposed to know this. Like, why do you want to know this?
Because we know it in every other sport. I'm gonna be honest. Like we have a good idea of how shit goes in every other sport. So I think from there
But
we
you
just
don't
looking
have
for
an
that
idea
same.
of the contract, and that's what you don't know here. You knew that there was some terms to a contract, but you don't have the idea of the contract. We don't know the fine print. Like that's a term that's been in contracts forever. Like for us to assume that just because one sport is a little more public than another, that we know about the contract when it's legitimately a legal document that's gonna have thousands of words. Like, bro, we just don't know what's on these pieces of paper.
So then we should stop doing shows on this shit then, because we wasting our damn
Well,
time.
we doing shows on whatever we can get, whatever information is revealed. Like today, or rather yesterday, he revealed, yo, Earl had to write in writing. We get it the way we get it because we're not privy. This sport isn't the NFL, but I don't think that they would give you all the verbiage in a contract either. It's a legal
You like this
document.
roller coaster, man. You really like this roller coaster, bro.
I'm just being honest. It's a legal
Now I feel
document.
you.
Like, why would anyone show you their legal document? Just think about
Honestly,
that.
I would just say for more clarity, like obviously it's not we don't get the full legal documents in other sports, but we just get a little bit more clarity. I think that's what I'm looking for sometimes in boxing, like a little bit more clarity on what's really going on. There's so much secrecy. I mean, damn. I said this on the show before. If a kid woke up one day and said he wanted to be a boxer, he couldn't go online and figure out what these dudes actually make.
I mean, he
It's
would
a
have an
question
he would
mark on
have
a
an
lot of this shit.
understanding. He would have an understanding. He can certainly
Barely.
you can certainly come up with an understanding. No kid is just gonna Google salary. They're gonna get brought to the sport by a certain fighter, and that's the first fighter they'll Google. You know, we were brought by
But
Mayweather,
even then,
and the next
if that's
generation
an
will be
up and
brought by
coming
whoever.
fighter or a contender, then he may not even get access to that. We only know about the top dudes
No, that's
and
not
probably a
true.
lower level
That's
dude
not
here or
true.
there.
That's not true. The contenders, we know they're paid more than we know the top dudes. Contenders pays be out there all day. We knew Big Baby made 7,500 to fight the insurance salesman. You just don't care because it ain't 7,500,000.
Oh, that's a good point. I give you that. I ain't gonna argue that. But yeah, man. Very confusing sport we're in right now. The roller coaster of it all is a little annoying on a good day. But hey, shout out to the community. Thanks for taking my call. Everybody have a good day.
Mike Hicks, $2 cash app. Moving up 3 divisions to fight Canelo, Trump's Charlo fight. Majid counterpunch. Majid is right here.
Yo, you can hear me?
Perfect.
That's what's up. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Um, you already know how I feel about this shit. Like all these niggas on here acting like niggas supposed to be loyal with words and all that shit. When a nigga make you wait 5-6 years to even get a motherfucking fair shake, nigga, all that shit is out the motherfucking window. So Ness, this one I ain't understanding. Like, all right. So once Charlo decided to make that, well, once he made the fight with fucking Canelo or took the fight, however you want to word the shit, the WBO decided that strap, he ain't about to have that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So now Zoo and whoever the fuck he gonna fight, well, he elevated whatever the fuck about to happen. Charlo will not be undisputed no more. So if this is like a simple shit to me. If a nigga is not undisputed no more, you know what I'm saying? They fight in what, less than 12 days, something like that and shit. Like if he's saying that whether Charlo lose, you know what I'm saying, or even if he just decide to go back down, it won't be undisputed. It'll be for 3 belts, some Errol Spence shit. Same amount of belts. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it so motherfucking hard for people to understand that this nigga say he'd rather fight the winner, even if that 168, so he could achieve his goal? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, everybody make goals, you know what I'm saying, trying to get to wherever they trying to get to with their greatness. Like you. When you was living in motherfucking Jersey, you was asking for more shit. You know what I'm saying? You was even in Florida. I hope I get my studio and blah blah blah. You got all that shit. Who the fuck were we to say, oh yeah, Ness dreaming too big? You know what I'm saying? Cause you accomplished that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not understanding. It's like these niggas is calling in trying to find a way to blame Crawford for some shit instead of looking at this shit like as clear as they putting it out. Like that last caller is fucking confused about a nigga using a leverage. If Spence can't make 147, why the fuck did he have that shit in the contract if he lose? You know what I'm saying? Like stupid is as stupid does. So I feel like a lot of these people, like they true haters and they calling in here trying to make sense to you and shit, but it's some straight man fan shit. The nigga lost and now he lost his leverage. You remember all that big fish and shit? Wasn't that shit created to brag about him having everything and another nigga not? Now that the streets, now that this shit is turned over or whatever, niggas is mad. They saying fight Tim Zoo, fight Boots and all this shit. This nigga is trying to get to the bag. You remember what, last year or whatever, you were saying that, yeah, maybe he should fight Triple G at 160. If he can't figure nothing out, that's what the fuck I'm asking for. Go ahead and fight that nigga on his last fight out or whatever at 160 so you could get acclimated if you're gonna do something. Get that motherfucking money. But all this shit people doing, they just trying to find people that's lesser than the big fights that he asking for, the history that he trying to make or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if Crawford really that dude or him to lose something. But this shit is mad pathetic because come on, man. For one, I don't want to count Charlo out. Respected him getting his opportunity. But if motherfucking Canelo win, what is wrong with the nigga motherfucking wanting to fight Canelo for all the straps to make that history that he calling for? You know what I'm saying? I think these people just need to get that hater shit out their blood and just stop this shit because it sounds very weird. All these niggas calling in trying to make weird ass fucking points. The nigga want to make history. Three times undisputed or whatever, and the only one that seeming like they could offer that shit is Canelo. If you look at the landscape from 147 and up, if he beat Charlo, you know what I'm saying, or Charlo if he beat Canelo. So that's the only way he accomplished that dream. So I'm just not understanding. Like these niggas got to get out their feelings, bro, cause that they ain't fan of boxing, they fan of man with these logic. But shout out to you. We appreciate the show. Thank you, and I'm out.
Appreciate you, champ. Let me see here. Looks like we got 2 counters. First one.
You may feel like it's your time,
Trying to check
but
timestamps
it's
on
not your
these
time.
shits.
It came back to back like that.
Yep. I don't see Jay Billy, so J Matt. J Mac.
Yo, can y'all hear
Yep.
me? Let me do this counter punching. Then ask me about what my call. All right, mark two the things. All right. I think boxing fans like Little Ellerby, that's the only time I do
You don't sound good, J Mac.
well.
You sound like you on speaker. Oop.
Yo.
I sound better?
Way better.
All right. All right. Can you restart my clock? All right. With boxing fans, the only time I agree with Mr. Monopoly and Leonard Ellerby is that statement. I don't get why we always try to dissect something that we don't have information or have the full understanding, perspective, contract, and what have you. Like I don't get why we argue about that. Like you said earlier, Ness, as boxing fans, we so desperate for information, we take anything they say, forget about everything that was said, forget all our logic to make common sense, knowing that they gotta the fight gotta settle, negotiations, they gotta talk to their team and all that. And we take bits and pieces and run with it that supports our narrative and what we want or what we want it to be. And yes, we're entitled to our perspectives, but I think we went wild with our perspective. As far as you and Danny argument earlier, um, from what I understand, I do agree with you. Danny argues about shit that does not make sense to me. That's what I used to get frustrated with him, especially when he used to cut my call off, so I can argue about something that don't make no sense on what I want to talk about. But uh, you'll have a CYP Discovery guy come along, and Bud moved up to 154 in Fort Errol instead of fighting him at instead of fighting Canelo. I'm sorry, if Bud moved up in Fort Errol at 154. That'll be two weight divisions instead of three, instead of doing it from 147. So, like Bud said, when he meant to, or what he said, or what he wanted to do, history, or whatever the word you want to use, he said he wanted to move up and do something nobody did and fight, move up three-weight classes. I think Bud put a tweet out there saying 180 and say something about 180 and 160 looked like it to make. I always thought Bud did walk around at 170 some pounds. I mean, I was looking at him. I said, I think he can walk around. I think a lot of y'all think Bud walk around close to his weight. He may stay in shape, but I think he lives the lifestyle athlete. But I think Bud can get up to 180 pounds, and maybe he might be rounded up, but I don't know where he's at. Um, that for us the Charlo breeding thing, I agree with Jay Billy when he said, well, that's when he said that he don't want to sound like Errol. I think he just was speaking on how they recorded him, not like saying he was out of shape or anything. It's just like I guess the microphone was too close up on him or some shit while he was running. So I guess he said he didn't want to sound like that on camera. Trying to do a few things. As far as the 147, 154, what Bud said, what Bud agreed to, what Steven Nelson said, we gotta hold it and keep it in context. And if we're gonna take information, we gotta get up all information, keep the context as well too, and not run wild off of what our feelings, what our emotions want. Everybody ran wild because Spence said he would like to and prefer to move up to 154. That's probably was his goal after the Bud fight. And they all start saying he was weight drained. He looked this way.
That's
He
the
looked that
bell.
way.
That's the
All right,
bell.
I'm gonna take my call. I'm gonna take my call, Ness.
Uh,
Um, they all start saying he looked this way, he looked that way. Once again, I mean, you're entitled to see it how you want to, but that man ain't never said that. Y'all said that. And people like Brandon Maurice, I feel him when he say he don't want to see. I think he lying because I think he gonna watch it. But I think to understand where Brandon coming from, me and Brandon, like we always thought that Bud would fuck over Spence. Like we never thought the fight was close. So people like us, when we say shit like, yeah, it's one sided, it's gonna be another ass whooping. Yeah, I mean, we just always thought Spence could not fuck with Bud. And I mean, we recorded on the show for years arguing that Spence was not on Bud level. Y'all thought that was gonna be a competitive fight. Y'all was surprised. Y'all bought into all the bullshit that was said about him this, him that. Bud didn't fight this, Bud didn't fight that, and all that. And that's what y'all ran around with. I saw it clear as day. I put $2,000 on it, as I bet it with everybody that Bud would beat him.
it just wasn't a close fight to me. I don't think Errol never had a foot speed, hand speed, head movement, balance, punching power, anything, counter punching, whatever you want to name it, to get in there and compete with Bud. Bud moving for us moving on to the next fight, it's gonna be the same result. I think Bud gonna do it in more fantastic form because I think he's gonna compete with the rounds he went last fight. Shout out to Spence staying with his trainer. I think as fight fans, we should focus on the fighters fighting, what we can actually see and gain. Let them do the politicking, let them do all the business negotiations, and we are not managers. And so we need to stay the hell away from that because we're never going to understand something we don't have a full spectrum or fully understand, or we're not sitting in the rooms negotiating these fights. So it don't make sense for us to argue about them. I mean, that's pretty much all I had on that.
Alright. Yo, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up.
Saquon, what up?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, didn't you say you had another counter?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fellas, what's good, fellas? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today?
What up?
Straight. What's up, Jen?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm feeling good, man. I'm listening to this. Okay, I know that y'all Bud fans. Okay, I'm not trying to argue, and I'm not in a position because my man lost. I'm not in a position to say nothing with confidence. But it seems like the Bud fans want Bud to not work hard for undisputed. Now he had two belts when he fought at 140. He only had one belt when he fought against Errol Spence. And
That's
now
the clock right there,
y'all want him
Saquon.
to
That's the
have
clock,
no
bro.
belts.
That's the clock. No,
Yeah,
fuck it.
no, y'all want him to have no belts when he fought against Canelo so he could be 3 times undisputed. Is that what we saying?
Yeah.
Yo, how is this all-time great stuff, bro? Like y'all fans are crazy. How is this all-time great fan stuff?
Let me explain something that you obviously, I don't know, you obviously overlook. Anytime a man undisputes, they vacate their belts. Canelo's the only dude that's done 3 defenses. Devin has done 2. Crawford's never defended undisputed because that's the definition. I cleaned out the division. What the fuck I'm gonna defend it now? So you asking him to do something that's unnecessary and you're trying to minimize it and make it a joke and laugh at his
No,
fans.
I'm not doing that, bro. Like I said, I don't listen. Let me say this.
Listen to your words. See, this is what y'all do. Y'all say something, then y'all want to take it back. You literally
I'm not taking nothing back.
You are.
I'm not taking nothing back, bro.
You just said we want him to move up.
What you was finna call him?
You just said we want him to move up and fight now for 3rd time for undisputed without belts, as if he's doing something.
I'm saying you guys are
doing
so
something wrong. Any other champion has the right to activate their super champion status and fight another champion, but now you want to paint a narrative that Bud is doing something wrong. That he's moving up 3
I'm
divisions
not,
to
bro.
fight
Listen,
without
hold on. Let
belts.
me be clear, Ness. Let me be clear. I said to y'all, I'm not a Bud fan. Okay. I said to y'all, I can't speak with confidence because my man got beat up. All right. I'm coming. But I'm saying to you now is that when we have these undisputed talks, we can't just go a man with 1 belt. A man goes out and does what Canelo does, goes out and get all 4 belts. A man like Spence goes out and gets 3 belts. And then one man comes in and just fights him, and then he just becomes undisputed with he's undisputed, yes. But he has he took no journey, no path. He didn't go against, he went against one man to get it.
That is the journey. His journey was tougher.
All right, okay.
See, this is the thing. Isn't his journey tougher because he went at the proven 3 belt champ that went on the journey beating champions? So Crawford's journey was tougher. You know,
can I address that? Can I address that?
Let me finish. The champions that Errol beat are obviously not as good as Earl because Earl beat them.
Obvious knee.
I said obviously. Is
He
what I
said
meant.
obvious.
Is what I meant. That's the cotton mouth of that Jardine. But listen, the champions that Earl beat are obviously not as good as Earl. So how could you say Crawford's journey was easier when he's got to fight Earl, the
I'm gonna
proven
prove
champ?
that. I'm gonna prove that right now. Errol Spence beat Porter, right? It was a close fight, but Porter was in a way Crawford was in a way tougher fight against Porter, but Crawford wore Spence. So you can't say that it was a tougher. You can't say that when Spence beat Porter, that was not a tough roll because when they fought him when Crawford fought him, it was a different fight, bro.
Yeah.
All I'm saying that y'all diluting this undisputed stuff, man. A man can't just go out and face one dude and get all the belts and he still be in the same light as if a man who goes out and does what Canelo does, bro.
You're too grown. You're too grown to be holding on to this, bro. Like, give that
I
man
am
his
holding
credit.
on, but at least I admit it, bro. I am holding on, but at least I admit I'm holding on. But I can't allow y'all to just say all of this madness, bro. That's my call, man. I'm going back to listening, all right?
But listen, dog, that's the definition of a competition. Like, I don't get him. Like, if we on the court playing one-on-one, homies got next. It don't matter if I won 7 straight, bruh. If homie fucking wins, I got to get off the court. And he's the king of the court now, and whoever else had next got to play him. I got to wait my turn. Why we want to change shit, man?
Malcolm on the counter punch. My bad, I miss you, champ. What up?
Hey, good morning, Ness. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, TBV.
What up?
Hey,
Buenos dias.
I missed most of the show. I just kind of tuned in on the tail end of you and Danny going back at it, and I just want to call in and say I agree with Danny. And when I say
We
I
good,
agree with,
man. We good, man. We good, man. We going
hear
me
me
and
out.
us gonna
Listen
talk,
though,
man.
I feel you, but what I'm saying is, when I agree with you, what the point I agree with you on is that I think Bud's ultimate goal is 3 times undisputed. I don't think he's necessarily looking up to go 3 weight classes to do it. So let me paint this picture. As I paint this picture, I want y'all to keep 2 facts in mind, right? So the first fact is, let's say Canelo wins the fight against Jermell Charlo, the first fact is Bud is not guaranteed that fight. You know, even and so, and the second fact is Canelo has already expressed inhibitions about fighting Bud. So if Canelo was to win that fight, there's still David Benavidez over there. He might decide to fight David Benavidez instead, and I think at that point Bud might think, okay, now the easiest route is the 2 fights at 154. So now that I think he's going to take his eyes off Canelo, or if David Benavidez beats Canelo, off David Benavidez. You know, people fighting 6 men. He's not going to sit around and wait, for them 2 to fight, and then the waiting period after that. Tim Zoo over here fighting every motherfucking week. You know what I'm saying? So it might be, and then you got to think. Let me ask you one more. Let me ask you this question: how many fights do you think Terence Crawford has left in him?
2.
2 fights.
2 fights. That's the problem.
Okay.
See, your whole call is based off your opinion and not the facts that are out there. The facts that are out there are that he wants to be the first ever. Those are the words. First ever to move up 3 divisions. They've said it clearly that if he can't get it, he could retire.
You may feel like it's your time.
He could retire.
Now,
But you're also forgetting this, because you said it's fact that Canelo don't got to get him that fight, which is true. But you know what's also a fact? That Crawford is a super champion with the WBO without a doubt. He's always held the WBO. But now he's also a super champion with the WBC for being undisputed twice with the WBC, which means he could do what Devin Haney did, which means he could force the fight and force the world to watch Canelo duck him.
I would have to double check. I know for the WBC, last time I checked, that only worked 1 division up and down.
It ain't gonna matter, bro. Listen, if Vasil
Let me
Lomachenko,
say
I
one
agree
more
with
thing
you. I
though.
agree with you. No, they going every sanctioning body gonna give them the blessing for
hell
that.
yeah.
I agree
If
with you.
Vasil
I'm
Lomachenko
just
got
saying
the
what's on black.
franchise made,
I'm just saying what's on black and white. I'm pretty sure it's one division up and down. But I 1,000% agree. They all gonna bless it.
Hey,
but
But
listen,
hold on,
before
but
y'all let
listen.
me go, let me
Malcolm,
say one more
hold on.
thing.
You said $10. You want your second call because you could roll
Well,
for
he
another.
got 3. He got the free one too. Listen, Malcolm. Another thing.
So
Since Danny said
you
it's on
want
black
it?
and white, check it out because I forget more boxing than y'all
All right,
motherfuckers ever
it
gonna
started.
learn.
It started. It
I
started.
forget more than y'all ever gonna learn. 2019, Eddie Reynoso asked for Canelo to move from one division all the way to cruiser. Tell me that's only 2 divisions because it's not. Tell me it's only 1 because it's not. Tell me because it's not. And he got approved.
What year?
I thought it was 2019.
Listen, I just want to say one more thing,
But
and
you
then
know
I'm
what I'm talking about when
gonna
he
go
said
back to
Makabu.
listen.
I mean, if
Makabu, add the
cool.
divisions.
If you say in 2019, that is only one division because 2019 is when he became light heavyweight
Yeah, but
champion of the world.
I just preferenced it with saying I don't know when he said Makabu. So we talking Makabu cruiserweight. That's it. Canelo's never been one division away from cruiserweight.
I mean, when he was light heavyweight champion of the world.
He when they asked that, he ain't even fight Kovalev, did he?
I mean, 2019 he beat Kovalev, but that was way after the fact, though. Absolutely.
What month he fought Kovalev?
So when
what month he fought Kovalev?
He fought Kovalev in November of 2000.
Conference was in October, wasn't it?
Bro, but you talking years later. That shit was like 2 years later. Is you kidding me? Shit was like
Are y'all gonna let me finish what I got to say,
it
or
was at
what?
least a year. It was at least a year. It was
Yeah, Malcolm, we didn't even start your bell,
it
Malcolm.
was at least
you started a debate because I mean the fact of the matter is Eddie Reynoso has the preference. It's like law. Crawford could say he could find the facts.
Keep in
and
mind,
say,
I've already said 3-4 times I'm in agreement.
No,
with
I
you.
know. I'm saying for Malcolm that Crawford could say, look, for such and such year, you approve Canelo to be able to fight Makabu if he wanted to. I want the same just.
And just to remind you, thank you, CYP. CYP Discoveries in the chat. Yo, just to remind you, Eddie Reynoso wanted it at a catch weight of 190.
Still cruiserweight.
Still cruiserweight, absolutely. Still only one division above with a catch weight. Keep in mind,
if it was at light heavyweight at the time, he's an undisputed champ.
It might have not been at the time, but he had won the title there. So, like, does it matter?
It's the Mikey situation, like you said. He fought there, won a title, but we still gonna say he moved up too.
Right, and we was on different sides of the fence. I felt he was moving up one division, and then the world was like, 2 divisions,
It's because he's Mexican. They wanted to give him the super accomplishment. Yo, start Malcolm's clock. I hear him breathing like a dragon.
Yeah, all right. So, well, the last thing I just wanted to say is you said that you think Terence Crawford has 2 fights left in him. I'm gonna paint an even crazier picture where he has 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Canelo moves on to fight whoever next. David Benavidez, Boo Boo Andrade, if he wins, whoever the fuck, Canelo will pull somebody out of left field, whatever. So let's say Canelo goes on to stay the champion at 168 for the next 2 years. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford beats Jermell and beats Tim Tszyu over the next year and a half or so. Then you have a scenario where he's 1 fight away from being 4 times undisputed. So I think it would make sense for him not to wait until
How'd he become 3-time in your story?
He beat Jermell and he beat Tim.
So
how'd I lose?
So what? It would be Tim first? Who
would? It don't. Yeah, let's say Tim first. Let's say, all right. So I'm gonna tell you again. So the next 2 years, let's say, all right. Canelo beats Jermell in
September
a couple
30th.
Weeks. Yeah. Now, 10 months, 11 months after that, Canelo beats David Benavidez at 168.
So Crawford hasn't fought. He's been out.
So yeah, he did fight because he wasn't gonna wait. Once
He tried to negotiate with Canelo. He saw Canelo wasn't fucking with it. He was giving them bad numbers.
So him and
Terence
Zoo
Crawford.
fought. So him and Zoo fight or negotiate and pick a date for when?
Fucking March
Of next year.
Yeah.
And then Canelo fights May of next year versus Benavidez.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now he fights Jamel in September. Right?
Crawford does.
Crawford fights Jamel in September. Now he's
Off the
3 times
loss? Off
undisputed.
the loss?
No, he beat Tim Tszyu in
No,
March.
no, champ. Oh, you saying you
Yeah.
you giving Tim Tszyu to Jamel, not to Crawford.
No, I'm giving Tim Tszyu to Crawford
All right, then.
because
So that's what
Jamel
I'm
came
saying.
off
So
because
that's what,
Jamel's coming off the loss to Canelo.
and that's what I'm
So yeah,
saying. So you want
he's
Crawford to
out
fight
for a
him
little
off the
while, but he
loss?
still got those 3 belts at 154. So that's still a necessary fight to
But you
be
want
undisputed at.
But you want him to fight him off a loss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, just want
Yeah.
to
He got
remind
the
you,
belt.
I
you
just don't
still
think he's
got your
doing
free
that.
call if you wanna roll a third when you still got your
Who
free
Yeah.
call.
let me keep going. Who
Running.
cares? Who cares that he's coming off the loss? He still got the 3 belts.
Crawford kids. This is why these interviews are important. This is why these interviews are important. He
No, he's
cares.
getting 3 times undisputed. He's not. He already beat Tim Tszyu in March. He's not gonna turn down fighting Jermell Charlo in September for 3 times undisputed just because Jermell's coming off a loss to Canelo.
I
That
don't
don't make
even
no sense.
I don't even know that it makes sense if why would Al serve up Jamel to Crawford?
Because he's the
He sees the
champion. He got to
threat.
defend the belt. Jamel
Exactly. He
lose
got
the
to
fight,
defend the
whatever.
belt. He
Jamel
ain't got
get
to
the check.
defend it.
That's still a big check for Jamel too. Jamel, hey, let me get back in there. What you mean?
Bruh.
That's a big fight, and
People,
that's in September.
let me
And
just say
then
this.
after that, Terence Crawford can go for 4-time undisputed against Canelo, and then he really doing something nobody will never do again. And that's my call. That's all I want to say.
All right, Malcolm. I don't know. Look, I'm not gonna shoot it down at all. I'm gonna be optimistic with you. I just think you're overly optimistic. Like, listen to what he's saying, right? He's saying the dude that we, forcefully kept on the outside, we about to all of a sudden roll out the red carpet to him. We gonna serve up the dude that's been with me longer than anybody. He was with me. Jamel was with me before Earl. Jamel was with me before Earl. Jamel was with me before Jamal. You understand? So I'ma serve up Jamel off of his biggest fight.
Yo, I used to think for the longest that they both was over there, and then I don't know, probably you. Like, nah, one was with Shelly, right?
Yeah, well, Shelly had Jamel, him and
With
Al.
him, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Jamal was solo
yeah.
dolo, Scarface no Manolo. You know? But
Damn, why you say that?
what? Say what?
He was with the big promoter at the time, no?
Who?
Oscar.
No, Jamel was. Not Jamal.
Oh, Jamal was Dolo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jamel had Shelly and Al plus Golden Boy.
Oh.
Look at his resume. That's why he had all that. And then a year later, they started putting Jamal on the undercards, and then he earned it. That's why his career is a little, you know what I mean? Like behind his brothers.
Yo, that's crazy. Look, mind you, I ain't become like a diehard to like 2015.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, in 2015, 2016, I always thought, and keep in mind, I went to one of their cards when it was Lara fighting Marta Rosen. One fought one of the Jackson brothers.
Yeah, that was Jamel.
Yeah, okay.
Golden Boy
I
card.
was there. Bro, I thought that was a Golden Boy card. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So I always thought that Jamal was being pushed as like the better of the twins.
Well, he was, but they didn't use the word better. Stronger, powerful, the knockout puncher. You know what I'm saying? And then it was looking that way. Jamel was more of a boxer, bro. That's what I'm saying. Jamel been nice. Like I'm checking right now. Jamel been outboxed Gabe Rosado. years ago. Years ago.
Yo, do you think that's really B Hop
Where?
in the chat? There's a Bernard Hopkins.
Nah, he ain't answer my DM.
He said he had a rehydration clause for that fight.
Which fight?
I mean, you was talking about the Rosado fight, so maybe that one.
Rosado Golovkin?
No,
Rosado Jamel?
I don't know.
Man, get the hell out of here. Rosado was a career 54 pounder, and Jamel's fucking. I mean, he said they started. One of them started at 47. So I don't see no URL. Let me check
I'm
the boxing
assuming.
voice.
I'm assuming. You know, people be having their side conversations in the chat.
Yeah, high as fuck. Well, I mean, you're in the chat, so you obviously not blocked. But whoever said they sent me, let me double check that. My man, I could have sworn he just said I sent you the URL, but like you're literally in the chat, so that means you're not blocked. Yeah, bro, like you're right here, so there's no way you could be blocked. But I don't know what Insta you sent it to, because I'm checking both and don't see you.
Yo, nah. Let me get to it. You know what super chat you left off on?
Damn, counterpunch. Argument for Danny. Malcolm,
Nah,
no pick.
that was a dude. You just got off the phone.
Oh, that's Malcolm.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't get to none of this shit. Okay,
None
so
of them from the
the
top.
demo I said, because that was the one.
Okay.
Then Swift, salute.
Welcome to the champ level.
And Swift back at us with it.
I got some shit for y'all this weekend. I promise you. It's only gonna be like a 3-4. I'm probably gonna do like
3-14 parlay.
Man, I got like a 3-3. I got like a 3-teamer. It's gonna knock your socks off. Watch out. Swift in the 718. Welcome to the champ level. Betting show is tomorrow. $10 super chat right after he became a champ and says Bud versus EJ rematch needs a thick undercard of fights we want to sell or fights we want to see to sell the pay-per-view. The nature of the first fight dismissed the need for a rematch. Undisputed actually raises the value of the rematch.
Word. That's what I'm saying. Having the belts on the line makes it mean more. I don't think there was any Marderosian slander, but he definitely didn't live up to his potential. JV88, $2. Why not fight at 54 if you really want Canelo next? Huh? Why do people keep saying that? No, that's MD Mills, $2. By the caller's logic, take away lineal champions. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what to associate. Which call was that in reference to? Bobby Shaw, $10. Mr. Blood and Blood out. I guess blood in, blood out. Canelo got himself caught in a coon trap at the PBC. They about to hurt Canelo. Someone save Canelo. That sounded pretty racist, bro. And he spelled it with a K, so you certainly were being racist because YouTube didn't let you spell it properly. What's up with you, Bobby? Canelo from the PBC, Bud and David and Charlo, some gorillas, and Canelo, a banana. Pause. That's weird. Tough enough to be racist, but you need the reassurance that you're not a homo. You guys are very funny.
Yo, you seen your boy Cam and Mace do the pause at OJ Simpson?
I ain't even click it, bro. I ain't even click it because I see now that they do it as a joke to go viral. Like,
nah, but it was cool because I actually watched it and I'm like, was this clickbait? And then at the very end, they're like, yeah, we gonna pause on that, OG. You mad wow, but you know you don't know the rules, so you know, and they kind of like played it off and shit like that. It's not like how they've done everybody else, but
yeah,
it was
I mean,
funny.
again, I'm
You
like,
know, it was funny. It was funny.
I see what they doing. It's a joke for them. You know, salute to them. They going viral with it. Stone Bone, what up?
What up? What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. These guys are crazy, man. They
You
if
break.
Earl didn't notify that he can't make the weight, then that means he can make the weight, right?
Yeah.
But Bud is a turncoat. He's a sellout. He's a snake. He's all of this. But he's simply following the rules set forth by the A side, right? Earl was the A side, right?
Yeah.
Al Heyman them wrote majority of the contract. Bud negotiated with them to get what he got. Maybe they expected Earl to win, and that's why they put so much emphasis on the winner, get to make the decision. But the loser had one job to do, right? Is to activate it, right? The winner had to determine which weight it would be at. So it's weird when these same guys who've been telling Bud, get down, lay down, sign a contract, and all this shit for years, now when it's time for their fighter to abide by the contract he done signed, now they crying and saying that, oh, he wrong because he won't fight him at 54. He ain't honorable. And man, shut up. Let Earl get his ass whooped again at 47. And this, when they said, oh, this fight gonna be at 54, you said it and I said it on the show. I said, no way I can see this fight being for nothing.
Word.
No way. When they announced Bud and they said 19 consecutive title fights since 2013, he been in title fights. Why would I break it just to go fight Earl at 54? And then when he said, look, when the first reports came out, it said, hey, we can do it at 54, but hey, you got to pay me a little more to not fight for my title, right? They said, oh, he's a clown. How you gonna ask for more money? Then he said, well, forget it. Let's just fight at 47. Oh, how he gonna fight at the weight that they champions at? How he gonna do that? They acting like these dudes is not champions at 147 pounds. And as soon as, and I bet you if he was to fight Earl, if they say, if Bud come out and say, I'm going to fight him at 54, and then he vacate his title, they're going to say, oh, he's scared of boots. Look, he vacated the title. This shit is never ending. And that's why Bud going to whoop Earl ass just as bad because his fans is on YouTube doing the same shit. This feel like this fight has never happened, man. I feel like Earl, feel like Spence fans feel like the fight never happened and that 54 is the division. It's like this is fucking Groundhog Day. You waking up knowing what's about to happen, but you still like it didn't happen. So guys, grow up and act like men. Quit acting like women. They agreed to the winner pick the rules and he won.
Well,
Just
we
get out.
don't
He
know that.
won.
Now they saying
Oh
that
man.
even if the winner
Yo, we got some
pick
women on the line,
the
so I don't know if they appreciate that though. Like quit acting like women. I mean,
uh
plus you got a girl like Ebony Bridges. She out here, showing that she definitely
You
is
may
tough.
feel like it's your time,
And Clarissa.
but it's not your time.
But damn, we got some callers and some super chats, I believe, right? We got Trap Media, $2. Jamel got a gift against Vanez. Let's be honest. And then we got the biggest hater of all time, Saquon in New York City. You seen the super chat? He's hilarious,
nah,
bro.
what he say?
Like, is he doing this to troll or does he really not care that he's looking very emotional? He said, if Crawford wants 3-time undisputed, do it at 160. Stop taking the easy route. Meanwhile, imagine if Crawford beat Johnny Beck for both belts. They'd say he's cherry picking.
Who?
Because Johnny Beck.
Oh,
Johnny Beck about to go get a second belt.
against who?
What you mean? They got him unifying versus some Spanish dude that
Whoa,
won the belt.
He's a world champion?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
He won a vacant.
Against who? What they do that at? Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. Imagine Crawford. Yeah, I'm going to do what y'all fans said. I'm going to go and fight the Eastern European Kazakh style. And then y'all going to be like, oh, that dude, come on, Victor Poster was better than him. Like, we know what we do as boxing fans. I know what I could do as a disgruntled boxing fan. I could say some shit. I'll pick anybody's resume apart. So, come on, let's be real.
Vicento Gulatieri.
Oh, that's the name of the dude? Oh, he's Italian.
He's German.
What? With a name like Vicento?
Vicenzo.
Oh, Vicenzo.
Vicenzo. V-I-N.
Why that sounds more French?
C-E-N-Z-O. His nickname, his alias, guess what it is?
He said, what about the WBC dude? Who? Jamal, I don't know what weight I want to fight at, Charlo? Like, Saquon, go to
No,
sleep.
Jamal, I ain't defending my title in
In
nearly 1,000 days.
I know, Saquon, let it go. You look sad, bro. Just like get in a training camp mode with Earl. Just start running and shit like that. But like, stay away from Twitter, man. Stop tweeting and and
Yeah, so
commenting.
this the main event on that Keyshawn card, and
Yeah, that's about to happen.
in motherfucking Rosenberg, Texas.
I never heard of Rosenberg,
It's
Texas.
I guess a suburb of Houston. It's like an
Okay,
hour out, like an
okay.
hour out. Yo, this dude got 18.6K followers.
Damn. On
Instagram.
Boxer. Because you know Boxer does that now too.
No, but he got like 6 on Boxer.
Q and no.
Hey, yo, what's good?
What's up?
Hey,
Actually,
I don't want to talk about. Look, I was arguing with the homies in the office about this, and I'm the Earl dude in the office. I'm the one that was rooting for him, right? But it come a time in your life where you could stand on your word, or you could do some dope shit. You always got to make that decision. Like it could be something small or big or whatever, but like he in a position where he like, damn, I could stand on my word, or damn, I got the potential to do some dope shit. Like he could make 70, $100 million in the next 3 or 4 fights. Like everything he got in front of him is bigger than the Earl fight, really. So it's like, yeah, he said 54. If from man to man between him and Earl, it's some bitch shit. But you ain't Earl, like, and I'm the EJ fan. You ain't Earl, like. So why are you so worried about it if you could see a path where this man could do something like way greater than fighting Earl again? Like, so however he did it, snake shit, get out the contract, whatever it is, he got bigger shit in front of him. Like, so it is what it is. But dude ran off his fantasy. I want to run off my fantasy, right? So I think he sit there and fight, try to fight Canelo at 68. And while he fighting Canelo, let Jamel go get that belt back from Zoo. And then he go down and fight Jamel at 54. And while that shit happening, EJ breaking faces again. He getting back to his shit like he used to be. And now that Crawford undisputed at 54, now he could fight EJ again at 154, and it means something because it's for undisputed. That's my fantasy right there.
But whose face EJ broke at 54 to get that 54?
I said fantasy, Ness. He ain't break nobody's face at 54.
No.
He ain't fight there yet. I'm just saying, if he get back to that and he smashing motherfuckers in like 2 fights, he smashed 2 solid motherfuckers at 54. And after that,
I know.
Crawford is undisputed at 54. Then it'd be like, all right, Earl back to his shit. He should have been at 54. Look what he did to so-and-so. Look what he did to so-and-so. And now that fight means something because Crawford got all the belts. And it give EJ a chance, a rematch at undisputed to try to beat him. And that path right there for Crawford, that's like a $100 million path right there, if he could pull that off.
Champ, I just wanted you to add those faces he's breaking. I know he hasn't done it yet. I'm saying in your fantasy, who did he fight at 54 before he got to Crawford? Who's those faces you envision him breaking?
I mean, he might got to get somebody like Lubin first. But even though Lubin already got fucked up, I mean,
you picking Lubin
maybe Fundora first, Brian Mendoza, Tim Tszyu, one of them. Or honestly, he could break Keith Thurman's face at 54 first. It don't matter to me. But I'm just saying, if he gets some names where people could look at him and be like, "Oh, he's back to his shit," then
that's the bell. I just wanted to know specifically, like, who you envision him fighting, and you said Lubin, so that means you envision Lubin losing Saturday, the 30th. J-Mac counterpunch. Just a question.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
How's it sound?
You know, like you were on speaker again.
Hold on, I'm driving. Let me pull over. You work for me because you took about 30 minutes to counterpunch me. So hold on, let me just pull over this stuff right quick.
While we waiting for him, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans. You know, remember, I'm here twice a day, every day. We back this afternoon. Talk some more boxing. Join us.
Okay, that's you get me?
All
I
right.
sound better?
We gonna deal with it.
All right, look, I say this like I think I was trying to counter punch after I think the guy that called in after me, and he was talking about how Crawford fans and we saying this, we saying that. Man, look, hey man, we're entitled to our perspective, man. It's a sport we all talking about. Everybody got their favorite fighter. Everybody root their favorite fighter for whatever reason and what have you. And it seemed like we was right, and y'all, a lot of y'all were wrong. He was making comments towards the easier route, like Crawford started fighting at 147, or he started fighting at 135. I'm a little
35.
confused.
35.
Look, because some of these guys just start watching Crawford at 47. Because some of the statements they make, it doesn't make sense. Like Crawford fought at 135 and accomplished a great deal in the sport, moving up multiple weight classes, undisputed at one, whether y'all like it or not, and like his resume or not, and then moved up and got a belt and was not able to get the big fights, but eventually started getting some of the fights. And then y'all made excuses for how the fights were and when he got them. And then when he got the toughest fight of his career, y'all still making excuses. So maybe it's just boxing fans who's gonna always find an excuse to support their narrative because they never satisfied. They always unhappy. Um, what Bud and Spence got going on, bro, like I really think we need to separate ourselves as fans and from business. What's going on and being every time business explained to us in the sport, when we don't like it, we always attack it. We always hold somebody to say what you said and what have you. And that's just like baby talk. That's ignorant talk. And that's why it's not meant for us to be a part of the business. And like my whole point, like you wouldn't want nobody part of your business. You don't want nobody part of your business sale, your percentage with your partner and all that. Then we are arguing about what you said before you sold the business. What y'all said when y'all was gonna do. Man, look, bro, business always has to be sought out. And it obviously, like the point you made earlier to Ness, when Crawford pointed out that they had to agree or somebody had to write a letter that they couldn't, maybe that didn't need to be mentioned because we're not a part of the contract and we never understood it. And until it wasn't done, that's probably why Crawford mentioned it. And that's another part of the business that we won't privy to. It was quite a bit I said my point earlier. I don't think I made it clear. You got at 150, if Crawford move up to 154 and fight Spence, he can't say he moved up to 3 weight classes. Okay. Before Jamal got stripped and moved up and was fighting Canelo, he was talking about fighting Canelo.
That's the bell,
Undisputed.
champ.
All right. Well, let me run another one. Shit. You got me? Let me
Yep.
run another one.
I hear you. Go
Uh,
for it.
before before he moved up and Jamal got the fight and got stripped and fighting Canelo, he was talking about fighting Jamal for his third undisputed. After he fought um Errol, I guess Canelo became an option at 168. And now moving up 3 weight classes for his third undisputed is still a stat that he wants to accomplish. Like I was saying earlier, shout out to CYP and his discoveries. If we was to sit up there and Bud moved up to 154, and then I came back around years later and said, yeah, Bud moved up 3 weight classes and fought Canelo and beat him. Somebody like Super Pico said, nah, actually it was 2 weight classes. Because he didn't fight Errol at a catch weight. He moved up to 154. So that made him a junior middleweight. So what the argument you was arguing earlier, Ness, I agree with you. I try to follow Danny point, but I kind of got caught up I got mixed up with y'all back and forth. But that's what I got away from it with the argument and stuff like that, man. For Spence and Crawford, man, let them dudes do what they decide. Spence didn't write the letter saying he could make 147, so it is what it is. Everybody calling Crawford saying he's dirty, he did this, he did that. That's the business of boxing. And it's just sad that people pass judgment on something that they're not privy to don't have the understanding or not even educated enough to speak on. And when I say educated, I'm not talking about your IQ level, your understanding. I'm speaking on you're not in the room or does not have the contract or have the understanding to have an opinion about what you're saying. That's my counterpunches.
All right. Isn't that Thanksgiving though, Danny? Isn't it? Isn't Thanksgiving every 24th, or is it every
No,
fourth Thursday?
it's every fourth Thursday.
Ah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't is obviously not falling on it this year.
Not
Cause that's I've never minded that. Like I don't get it. I do get the one little lone argument that because we're gathered around the table on Thanksgiving, we might not watch TV. But I'm also of the other side of that argument that we should put boxing on those weekends and on those actual days, those holidays, because we are around the TV. We are around the table conversing, and then we go watch the TV. Like you see it on movies all the time where families have dinner and then they go watch the fucking football game. Why can't we go watch the boxing match?
well, no, I mean, last 2 years ago, whenever it was, we had the Mike Tyson Roy Jones. They did that one on Thanksgiving weekend. It was a Saturday, so 2 days after. I think that is a top 10. I know it is a top 10 selling pay per view um, of all time, and those guys fought as elders. So
It's Elder who?
Roy Jones
Oh
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Tyson.
Bro, that shit did 1.9.
But that's what I'm saying.
Bro, I remember I
But
said it. People
that
didn't
was
believe me.
Thanksgiving
I didn't say
weekend.
1.9, but I said it would do well. People didn't believe it would do
But that's what
well.
I'm saying. That was Thanksgiving weekend, and it
It
did so
was?
well. Yeah, 1,000% sure it was
I bought
Thanksgiving
it.
weekend.
I bought it, bro.
Bro, that fight mended a relationship with me and my uncle.
Y'all watched it together.
We got drunk. We shot the one, and then was able to,
Y'all terrible.
bro. That's what Border Wars is about. Shooting the one.
Yeah, in the ring where you don't get, scuffed up from being body slammed and you ain't going to jail because a nosy neighbor called the cops. It's a lot that goes into
He been training.
choosing
He been training ever since too.
who your uncle.
Yeah, like
So he want a rematch.
nah. I'm saying. I mean, shit. It's whatever. But
Crazy.
nah, that's my guy.
I never fought none of my uncles.
For real.
Nah, I mean me and
What
my
about
closest.
your brothers? You and
Me
your
and
brother?
me and my brother fought, but me and my closest uncle, the closest we came, we put the gloves on, but nah, like never. We got a counterpunch from average
Me and my
boxing
cousin
fan.
put the gloves on one time, and I thought we had a certain type of respect. Cause we just in the garage just fucking around, other cousins around. And so somebody say something to me. So I look like a dumbass. I look. Bro, he caught me with a left hook dead in my fucking
Damn.
mouth.
Why?
I don't know, bro. I ain't go down or
Your
nothing.
cousin?
Yeah, like we was in the gloves. But it's like,
Oh.
but I'm saying I look, he caught me, and it was my fault. Protect yourself at all times, bro. There's been times I look at him like we might just be kicking it,
You
and
still
I look
remember
at
it.
him and I'm like, I should just sock you dead in your shit, bro.
That's crazy. You holding grudges.
Nah,
Danny Crawford.
you just get to thinking.
We got counterpunch from average boxing fan.
What's up, bro? Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Didn't Oscar throw a fucking paper? Well, I think it was whack, but I think he threw one on Thanksgiving Day, and he didn't do much. I believe it was that Tito Ortiz fight, and I forgot who else it was.
Bro, but
Bro,
come on.
Come on. I don't even know
That
who
shit was
Tito
horrible.
fought. Was it
Bro,
Chavez?
that shit was horrible. Look, let me tell you.
No, it was. I think it was Chuck Liddell, right?
No, it was Chuck.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
God.
the Iceman.
Nah, man. That's not even our crowd. Like that was UFC showed up.
Bro, and let's not forget that Oscar De La Hoya promoted that event and forgot or didn't know nobody's name except the main event.
Yeah.
So he's like, we got Chuck and we got Tito, and then You know, we got a bunch of great guys on this card, you know?
Yo, Oscar's notorious for fucking up a press conference, yo. He'd be like, tremendous, tremendous, tremendous.
Yo, and on the rematch talk, I remember when Canelo lost, bro. All these motherfuckers that hate Canelo came out the woodwork talking about Bivol won and he should be able to move down and take his belt.
Yes.
But now the Bud beat the fuck out of Spence. They want Spence, the loser, to fucking move up so he can have a more comfortable fight. It's stupid, bro. These motherfuckers. Some of
Double
these fans
standards.
are weird as fuck the way they act, bro.
Double standards,
these fans, bro. Hell yeah, it's weird to me. Like, how can you do that for one fighter, but you can't do it for another? I mean, those rematch. Don't they sign those rematch clause? And then it says specifically at that weight if they were to lose.
I mean, every contract is different, bro. Every contract is different. Like, look at this magical contract. I'm surprised this shit don't got fucking a rainbow at the end of it.
That shit is weird, bro. These fans are, especially the ones that are calling in, fucking arguing about it. It's fucking mad weird. Yo, Danny.
Yo.
You trying to bet $20 on the Falcons and the Bears?
Bro, why are you talking about a game that ain't this week?
Hey, he wants to lock it in.
Coming up.
When's it coming up?
Yeah. I think it's mid-season, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Bro,
he's trying to lock you in for sure. Everybody know the Bears suck.
Bro,
they're trying to get that money from you early.
Yo, somebody called me like, yo, I'll give you what the bookie's giving you. And that's how I know they're amateurs, because the bookies give you a week at a time.
Yeah.
They never give you weeks and weeks in advance. So I'm like, bro, you can't even do that. You got to wait till the week of.
Bro, is that they know you. Like, I don't know nothing about that sport, but it sounds like you have a losing team, so
bro,
they know
we
you're
haven't
going to
won
lose.
since it's either October or November of last year.
Wait, so you guys were like 0-16?
No. Like, we had some games that we won, but to close out the year was just nothing but L's, and to begin the year it was nothing but L's.
You want your free call,
bro?
champ?
We play Atlanta the second to last game. It's New Year's Eve, bro. We play you guys New Year's Eve.
I mean, that is coming up. Not
bro,
really.
That's the second to last game of the year.
It's almost coming up.
Yo. I agree, Smitty. I agree. CYP with a counterpunch.
Hold on. I think that was is Cliff there? We owe Cliff. But I don't see you. Which is weird. So maybe we don't owe you, Cliff? CYP. Place to be.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was shout out to all my CYP discoveries. You know what I'm saying? We go out there making sure that the community gets factual before they leave, so TVB could be the most factual fucking show out there. But for me, I'm gonna go back to the original topic. Canelo slowing down Canelo, Soldier Boy voice. But we can't mention age for Kovalev at 36.
Turn my swag
Put
on.
my swag on.
Take a
How
look
about Triple
in
G?
the mirror, say what's
36.
up. Hey.
How about Cotto? 34. How about Mosley? 40. How about Baldomir? 40. How about Floyd? 36. How about John Ryder? 34. How about Love Deer and the New? 39. So we got Kovalev, 36, Triple G, Cotto, Mosley. All these dudes are 36 to 40. Nobody asked, was they slowing down? It's going to be easier for Canelo. And that's through 10 years. But now, all of a sudden, if he lose, could he slow down? Could it be the time in Darkwing Duck's history that he finally gets to? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, y'all always got something going on. Yesterday, it was Charlo saying the weight, but Charlo didn't say that. Now it's Canelo slowing down. But did Canelo say that? It's like, stop looking for reasons for your fighter to lose and feel good about himself. Fuck it. The fight is on. Let's go. I'm Lions only. I know it ain't that many of us here, but stand proud, win or fucking lose. Canelo fans, do the goddamn same. He ain't slipping. He just gonna slip and fall. That's all. Get up. Lastly, man, I want to say this about weight classes in boxing and how extremely dumb they are. I want y'all to realize that Odell Beckham Jr. in boxing could fight J.J. Watt Odell Beckham and J.J. Watt is an even fight if they were boxers. Let's take it back. Barry Sanders and Reggie White is a fair fight in boxing, right? But Antonio Brown versus Christian McCaffrey is not a fair fight in boxing. Antonio Brown versus Christian McCaffrey is not a fair fight, but Barry Sanders can fight Reggie White. You know what else is weird? Kobe Bryant could fight Tyson Fury in boxing, and that's fair because Kobe weighs 212, the same amount that Deontay Wilder weighed, and Fury won. That's a fair fight in boxing, right? So, what's my point? My point is, when a boxer moves up 5 to 6 pounds to have a fight, and he wins, it's not as big as an accomplishment as y'all want to make it seem. Men have never looked at two men and said, "Oh, let's get on a scale first to see if we can fight." Because if you weigh 5 pounds more than me, I can't take this fight because it's not fair. Only time men have ever gave dudes props for winning a fight is when the dude is bigger than him, obviously, by the physical eye. So if two dudes get up in there and you happen to lose, cool. You might be the 5th best fighter at that division now. It's cool. Run my call. Run it.
All right.
You may be the 5th or 10th best fighter at that division now. What's wrong with being 5 or 10? Just because you moved up like Mikey Garcia moved up to fight Spence and happened to lose, that don't mean he ain't big enough for the division. That just means you're not the best at the division. What's wrong with being number 10? What's wrong with being number 9? There are 1,000 dudes at welterweight. You're number 10. Oops, you shouldn't be there. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick and tired of giving dudes so much accomplishment for moving up 5 to 7 fucking pounds. So what? Who gives a fuck? Now, if you like Roy Jones and you 192 versus a dude who's 235, I'm gonna give you fucking props because that's fighting a dude who's too big for you. This other shit, fuck it. If Bud could go up and beat Charlo, that's because Bud is a fucking badder motherfucking man than Charlo. Fuck that. If Charlo go up and beat Canelo, that's because he's a badder man than fucking Canelo. Fuck these pounds. I'm getting tired of us arguing over shit that we wouldn't even recognize in the street. If I fight Ness is much taller than me. Much taller than me. People might say, damn, Ness, you got knocked out by a nigga smaller than you. we just talking, don't get all hyped up because of the size differential. But to think that me and J-Mac cannot fight because he's 215 maybe and I'm 195, that's some straight bullshit. Yes, the fuck we can. And it's a fair goddamn fight. Stop letting these weight classes have us in arguments that we don't fucking need. I'm ready for this fight. A man versus another man. They're around the same goddamn size. Let's get this motherfucker poppin'. Lions only. CYP out.
Ness.
Oh. CYP discoveries.
Let's go.
Better than real life facts, right? Like the phrase weight classes are there for a reason was there before Danny and Nesta got into this sport. But CYP says, man, fuck that 5 pounds, man. Nobody says that shit on the street. It's crazy. Bro, he keep associating boxing with the street. Like, does he not know that a street fight lasts like 90 seconds, if that?
Bro, that's a long ass street fight. Like
I never
a minute
seen
and a half.
I never seen a 3-round street fight. Like, I don't get him,
I
man.
feel like the only street fights that last any more than like 30 seconds are brawls.
And we keep associating bare fist fights with like a fight with rules and regulations. Who's next, man?
We got Suleiman Scala. What up, champ?
What up? How you doing, brother?
All is
Hello.
well. How are you?
Can't call it.
Fine, man. So yeah, man. So check this out, man. I agree. This is the first time I agree with CYP. The guy is a good boxer. He got the power. He got the punching power. He got the legs. He's training. He got a world class trainer. He got the winning team. I think we all know that Canelo's skills. He has a lot of mileage on the tank, and his skills are deteriorated. He recently picked him. He made a mistake. He thought he was a good cherry. He's a cherry pick because he doesn't like to get hit to the body when he's sparring. That's the only reason that they made this fight happen. He thinks he's gonna crush him with the body shots, but the guy's gonna use the whole ring. He's gonna box. He's gonna move. He's
Yo,
gonna start
where
catching
you
with the
heard
right
that?
hand. No, they said that when he spars, he puts a lot of padding on, extra padding because he used to spar with Errol all the time. That's what they're saying. So that's why this guy's picking him. Like Reynoso's thinking like, oh, this guy's easy pickings for him. You know what I'm saying? So
Wait,
this guy's gonna hurt.
wait. I'm not trying to cut you. I just want to understand. You're saying that there is somewhere out there on the internet that says that Charlo puts on extra padding
Yeah,
to
he
be
puts yeah,
protected,
yeah, from body shots. He doesn't like to get to the body. That's what I'm
where's
that's
he
what I'm
put
hearing.
the padding at?
I don't know, like the padding, like the with the spar with the guy that does the mitts, he puts the extra padding so you can hit him with body shots. That's they say he spars guys with that on. That's what they say. He don't like to get hit to the
Yeah,
body.
you
That's
saying
what I
he spars with a body shield on?
yeah, he don't like to get hit to the body. That's what I'm hearing. The guy he doesn't like to get hit to the body, and that's one of the reasons he thinks he's gonna treat him like he did it to Amir Khan because he's on the come up. But this kid, he has punching power. He could hit. I mean, at the end of the day, it's good business, man. Like if he was gonna fight Tim Tszyu, right? He's not gonna get the kind of money that he's gonna get with a Canelo fight. That's career changing money. So he's going for that career changing money and the accolades, which is the belts. If he gets the belts, I was him. I'll stay at 168, man. Let those dudes kill each other at 154. He has no reason to fight at 154 no more. If he gets those belts and he beats Canelo and Canelo don't want the rematch because most probably he could get stopped, TKO'd, so then that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? The guy has punching power, bro. Look, he knocked out Eric Lubin, bro. People are sleeping on it, bro. He got punching power. He knocked out Castano. He knocked out Tony Harrison, bro. The guy could hit, bro. He could hit, man. He could hit. He could tap. He could box. He got Derek. He got Derek. He got the a world class
The
trainer,
winning
bro.
team,
People are
right? He
like
got the winning team.
he got a world class trainer, but the guy got Eddie Reynoso, but he also got a world class trainer on his side too. He got a good team. He's younger. He's more physically fit. Canelo's
So
not a true
you
168
picking
pounder
you
anyway.
picking decision or knockout? How's Jamel
I,
winning?
I don't know, man. If Canelo could take that right hand, the guy got a hell of a right hand, bro. We're sleeping on his power, bro. The kid could hit, the kid could tap,
So
the
so
kid
the
could
so the
box.
kid the kid can hit harder than Gennady?
Yo, but Canelo couldn't catch him flush, bro. Canelo couldn't catch him flush in the
What?
in
Did you
the
watch
in the
the?
second fight. In the second fight,
What?
he was missing. He was only hitting with the jab. He was hitting him with the jab. He wasn't catching him with anything
So
else.
he
He was hitting
never
him with a jab. He
never
couldn't.
landed the right hand on his chin.
Nah, he never handed
There's
something
plenty of
flush like
highlights of that. FYI.
yo. Yeah, he didn't. But you saying highlights, you say he could tap, But what I'm saying is, I think the boy could knock him out. I think he could do it. He could use his skill. I say it's not only one punch; it's combination
I'm
punching. The
on
kid's
with you,
fast.
Smoke.
He's done it before. I'm not smoking. Hey, I'm not smoking, man. I can't smoke. You know that.
Oh, you
I don't do that
injecting
smoking. But I
shit?
know
Yo,
you.
he can't smoke.
You
You know
injecting
he a
shit?
corrections officer.
Oh,
Stop it.
you a CO?
You don't be hearing
No,
the
I don't smoke, man.
you don't hear the
I
hallways?
don't smoke.
Oh
No, I don't hit the
wow.
hallways. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that stuff, man. I don't hit
Salute,
the
Oh,
hallways, man.
Suleiman the
so
scholar.
Suleiman, you didn't got jumped into having to.
Nah, bro.
Okay, but listen, much shout out to for him for being courageous enough to go in the ring and make this fight happen. Much shout out for Canelo signing the contract and not being a diva and making this fight happen. I'm happy that they're going in there. I hope it'll be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? They can make this money, man. You know what I'm saying? They can make this money. Yo, thanks a lot for having me on, boss. And wow, you guys look like you're having fun there. You're entertaining yourselves, and I'm entertaining myself too. All right.
All
So you guys
right,
take
bro.
care now.
Appreciate you, man.
Uh,
C74. Lock in. Shout out Suleiman the scholar, man. Danny ain't noticed. He ain't noticed. Oh, I can't do it. Why I can't do it? Danny, change shit up.
What I do?
Uh, who next? Who's next? Looks like we got Zoto. What up? Counterpunch.
Yo, Nuts Danny, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I just had to come on here and ramble right quick, man. It's real funny, man. It's real funny how when the ball was in Spence court, the Rabbit had the gun. It was all fun and games. But
Mm-hmm.
now Bub beat the shit out of him. Now it's all niggas want sympathy for Spence. Man, fuck that nigga. Ain't no friends in this shit. Y'all niggas want sympathy for y'all favorite fighter because y'all thought he was gonna fucking win. Maybe he should have won the fucking fight and we wouldn't be doing all this shit. You sad ass niggas. Niggas want sympathy. Niggas want Bud to. You got niggas calling in here. There's no way Errol was like that, man. I just ain't. I don't believe it, man. It's all this shit, man. That's what happens when you fight somebody that's specifically way better than you with skills. All that bully shit. I told niggas going up into the fight. All that, oh, I'm gonna drain him. I'm gonna take him to the ground. We gonna bully him. You know, we gonna have a call. All that shit, dumbass shit. You gotta have skills, bro. Bud got real fucking skills. The skills pay the fucking bills. Beat the Texas steak out that mother. Man, this nigga beat so much shit out that nigga. I'm laughing
Pause.
right now because you niggas really what? You niggas
Hey,
really want sympathy, man. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all ain't getting no sympathy, man. It's bully shit now. Hey, remember, hey, what they say, what Boss said years ago, Ness, when I stopped him, they say it was going too weak, too slow, he stayed in division too long. Now look at this shit. Bully shit. Now you niggas want to fucking cry. So what they saying about this weight thing, man? They saying that Errol, he ain't put in his thing in time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so
He
he
ain't
knew he was.
submitted in writing. Maybe he want to just get it back in
Yeah,
blood, baby.
get what back in blood?
That revenge.
What revenge? You're crazy, Dust. You know damn well nigga not beating him. Revenge. Nah.
Yo,
I think he going. I don't see.
have we ever seen someone come back like that, like in a rematch like this? Like obviously AJ did it, but again, his fight with Andy was more back and forth. This wasn't competitive. Andy was
Facts.
competitive.
Facts. Nah, I don't know. I can't think. When the last time you could think? I can't think. He beat the shit out that nigga. I don't like. I
I
don't want to
mean,
hear no excuses. All the burgers and all that shit, man. Spence was Spence. I don't know if niggas seen the. You ever seen boxing gyms? Ness, you ever seen that dude?
who?
Boxing gyms, the YouTube page where he break down the fight. Boxing gyms.
Nah, I'm gonna
You
look it
gotta
up.
check him out. You gotta check him out. He showed that Spence do the same shit. He did the same shit in the Ugas fight. Bud just ain't that bald head ass Cuban, bitch. That's all it is.
Damn.
You motherfuckers is crazy, man. Hey, shout out to all though. Shout out CBB. I'll kind of punch back in later or use my call later.
All
You may
right.
feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Salute to everybody, man. Hit that thumbs up. Uh, oh shit, Brandon Maurice, member for 31 months on that contender level. He said justice for fish t-shirts coming soon with like 100 rolling on the floor laugh out loud emojis. Keep it moving. He says, just watched the movie last night. Fire. It was good. Did you?
What movie?
He's a fake friend. It's all right. I see it. Danny's a fake friend. That's why, yo, that's crazy. You ain't take my recommend.
I was busy, bro. The fuck?
Bruh, so you ain't get home at all.
Yeah, I got home at like 7 o'clock.
What the fuck? That's hella time for a movie.
6:30 maybe.
Little movie, little dinner,
No, I had
little TV dinner.
I had to do my recovery, bro. I'm sick right now.
Bro, that's
Tim.
crazy that you ain't watched that movie, bro. Did you at least recommend it to your mom?
I didn't even talk to my moms.
She don't watch English movies?
Of course.
Even though it's hella Spanish.
Nah, I mean,
but
of course.
yo, for whatever reason, the
Bro,
subtitles
you
was
about,
black.
It's 2023, bro. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was hard to see. It was black.
Unless they got like a white outline, but even
barely
still,
nothing. I'm telling you, right? Whoever watched the movie yesterday, subtitles was crazy.
But no,
black subtitles.
No, I mean shit, bro. You know most movies these days is in English, so.
Keep it moving.
What's it called again? I know it's the Mexican.
Million Miles Away.
Million Miles Away.
I think it's called Million Miles Away. He said the Mexican astronaut.
Word.
Q from Newark, $5. I ain't Pete. I was talking over you till my homie just said something. Roll on the floor 2 times. When I'm talking on Discord, I can't hear you till I pause and listen. I got Ramos. Nah, for sure. For sure. We know it's one-way audio for whatever fucking reason. They need to do something with that. We going to Jonathan Sims.
Morning. Can you guys hear me?
Why so
serious.
Yup.
Yes, sir. All right, so Ness, you know how I do. Just keep it running. I do have some questions for you, but real quick, today's verse of the day is coming out of Matthew 5:5. It's a decent one for me. But blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. So, for all y'all out there working and nobody's acknowledging it, no one's giving you your props. I'm here to say keep working, keep your head up, keep doing what you got to do. And eventually, you're going to come to the end of that tunnel. And to all the fathers out there in their children's life, I salute you because it's not an easy job. And I appreciate y'all doing it for however you're doing it. Keep doing it. So that's just the inspirational word for the day. Ness, before I kick things off, were you able to get my previous counter punches? Ness?
Say again. I'm sorry. I was telling Danny something.
Were you able to get my previous counter punches?
Today?
No, I sent them like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
last time I called in or whatnot. I just wanted to make sure you got everything I sent.
Yeah, because you said,
Yeah, so
you.
if you got everything, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, and shout out to CYP, man. We rooting for you for your independence and your business, and we willing to support however we can. All right, so to the topic. First, I want to start off with the unfavorable segment, the uncomfortable one, and I'll just say this to both of you gentlemen. Ness, I agree with you. Danny do take us down rabbit holes, and I appreciate your passion. I appreciate your platform, everything you do for us. But that's where I get off the car after that because my thing is this, and I'm gonna have to use your own words against you. Like you told CYP, embrace the character you've built, embrace how the chat has created you to whatever they have because you're now a figure. When you feel like Danny is going on a tangent and stuff, embrace that. Like that's a part of the show. I told you this before, and your wife has told you this. It's not what you say, but how you say it. Let us get on Danny about taking us down a rabbit hole, but embrace it as a part of the show because it's all context for the show. We're gonna be here for 5 hours any freaking way. So I just don't understand the negative energy about it. Like, let's just talk it
Because I
through
don't
until he gets it.
understand
A
why
teacher
we
has to
do it. Why we do it. Like,
because he obviously don't fully understand, and that's okay. Not
nah,
everybody
he's a
gets it, or he's
troll,
trying to
man.
express a point that he
Danny
has.
has to
I don't agree
understand.
with
Get
it,
out of here.
but all I'm saying is, Ness, is you don't have to have the energy like that. Like, I mean, he's your co-host, man, and we don't want to drive people away. These are problems we've had in the past, and Danny's a good co-host, so we have to consider his feelings. So, Danny, man, thank you for coming back, bro. Stay strong. So, look, in regards to my boy Spence. First of all, J Mac, Stonebone, and Brandon, fantastic calls. All three of you guys had really good calls today. And to the one brother who was talking about, why should we give Spence any contingencies? I'm with you, bro. I mean, it is what it is. He lost, man. People have to accept he lost, man. The only thing he should be guaranteed, the only thing that should be promised to him is a fight. How that fight transpire, he isn't not in control of that. Like people said in the past, he should have negotiated the weight. He should have made PBC pay for him to be able to fight at that weight. But it seems like it's more people complaining about the weight than Spence himself, which is just the funny thing overall. But from what I've heard through the grapevine, Spence team said they're taking the fight no matter what the weight is. And that should exactly be his stance, other than I want to fight back at 147. I lost my belts at 147. I'm fighting you back at 147. And to my Spence fans who say, oh, he can't make the weight, oh, he can't make the weight. Listen, y'all. This man Spence haven't been able to make 147 since his first title. If you're truly a Spence fan, you know that he is on TBV saying, hey, I struggled to make the weight for the Kell Brook fight, but I'm a what? Professional. So be a professional today like you was yesterday. Make the weight and get it back in blood. If not, then move on and we'll support you whatever you do. But y'all want to move the goalpost for Spence. It don't work like that. It just don't work like that. He got to fall in line. So You know what I mean? Because Ness, let me ask you something. You know, is Bud not having weight issues? You know what I'm saying? Was Bud 100% going into the fight?
I mean, he was on Twitter saying he was 180 yesterday. He got two tweets. One saying he was 180 and 168 don't look too hard to make, and another tweet talking about he about to move up to heavyweight and make motherfuckers really mad.
So why is the only conversation about Spence what Spence can't do, what's best for Spence? Spence had a tough time. Like, we not even considering Bud having the same deficiencies. He's just smart enough not to talk about them in a negative sense. Like, Spence played his hand, which wasn't smart. That wasn't smart. Of course I'm gonna use that against you. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I gotta feed my family. I'm gonna feed them the best way I can. If I gotta push that line, I'm gonna push that line. It is what it is. So I just think, us Spence fans, maybe I'm not a fan anymore. Maybe I'm a Spence supporter because one of my favorite callers said, I never say anything nice about Spence. And my rebuttal to that is I got pay-per-views, memorabilia that says I support Spence. My money says I support Spence. So my opinion on him, I should be allowed to have because
That is your
financially
time,
I have
champ.
supported this
Another
man.
one? Let's do it. Let's do
You
it.
said what?
No, I'm starting your clock. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I'm on counterpunch number 1 or 2.
Ness, you on two.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. So, with that being said, and I'll finish up by saying this.
Now this will be
Um,
the first, right? Like that would have been your first, your free call. This would be your first counterpunch, or vice versa, however you want it, because you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I kind of punch at least once for sure. Got to support. But like I said, man, I just think that we need to respect Crawford and the decisions he's making. Yes, he's trying not to get Spence to take the fight. To the caller who asked about that, their team said they don't want that rematch, so they're doing what they can to force Spence to say no. It's a strategic move, and you can't be mad at that because he's telling you the play. It'd be different if he didn't even say anything. He's telling us to play. We do not want the Spence rematch, but because we're contracted, obligated to fight him, here are the parameters that were set forth in order to fight. Take it or leave it. So, I mean, Ness, you talk about rabbit holes. You need to get on these callers who keep making all these excuses for Spence and just man up.
Well,
Like, I feel like a lot of y'all who make Spence excuses for Spence is because y'all make these excuses in your own life. So you want to justify it by coming on here excusing Spence. Like, stop excusing that man. He's a grown ass man who negotiated what he negotiated. It is what it is. Because if that's the case, why aren't y'all still complaining about nobody negotiating cheating into contracts? Why are there no complaints about failed PEDs in contracts? We discussed the person who failed the PED, but no one complains about no language in the contract. But now y'all want to complain. Like, come on, man, got to keep it consistent. And that's my call.
all right, all right, all right. We got Huang in Houston.
Yo, so they say that who wants to fight at 147? Bud?
Yes.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, he wants it at 47.
And so what they gotta do? So Spence gotta agree to it because he lay out the terms of how it go.
Well, it's if Spence wanted to fight at a different way, he would have had already said something in writing, according to Crawford and the interview he did yesterday.
Well, you know what? I ain't mad if Spence take it because then he could prove that I give me some time to train. You know, I was just sour about saying all that 154 stuff after the fight. But if he keep him from not taking the fight, fuck it. Nobody really wants to see it. Me as a fan, I really ain't as excited as I was right afterwards. I was kind of riding on a high. But, man, I don't know. I'd rather see him go up in 3 weight classes and do what never been done before. Make history. Go fight the winner of Charlo and Canelo. That's all I got. I'm sick, man.
COVID. Watch out. Watch out, man. Nino.
Yo, Nez, Danny, you can hear me?
Yes,
We
sir.
hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, man. I just now seen the news about Crawford saying he want to fight at 47. Been seeing a lot of Spence fans mad at him, talking about, this why Spence shouldn't have gave up his leverage in the negotiations. This why he shouldn't have fought him. And all this, like I just heard dudes say he couldn't make weight since Kell Brook. I was damn near 7 years ago, man. I'm not hearing none of that. But like I said, bro, I feel like they just hurt, man. You feel me? They bored and got in there and got waxed, and now they don't know what to do from there. It's like they want to fight at 54 because one of their excuses is, oh, he was weight drained. Even though Crawford still got to make the weight as well. I feel like it go both ways. But I feel like if he would have won, he would have picked it at 54. Like that's all he had to do was win the fight, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. But
Mm-hmm.
we all knew Bud had the right to pick which weight he wanted to fight at after the fight.
What we
So if
didn't
he
know
wanted to
though,
fight at
Nino, I don't know if you know, what we didn't know is that if Earl didn't want to fight at 47, he would have had have submitted that in writing, which he did not do.
well, I mean, I ain't know that. I just thought he wouldn't have signed. Well, I just thought he would have pulled out the fight or something if he can't make 47. But like I said, man, if Bud want to fight at 47, that's all up to him. And I think he just playing. I don't even think he really want to fight at 47. I just think he playing chess with him. He ain't giving him no favors. And it's like, if you want to fight me, dog, I'm finna stretch you down all the way to 47. I ain't finna give you that extra 7 pounds, let you eat a little bit better. I'm gonna snatch you all the way down, make you struggle again, and then I'm gonna knock you out again and move on to better things. That's what I would do. I wouldn't be like, oh well, let's cut him a favor, man, and fight him at 54, you know what I'm saying? So he could feel a little bit better. Ain't nobody saying that at the negotiation table if you're on Bud's side. I would be like, yo, can you make 47? If he tell me, yeah, that's where we fighting at. Simple as that. And it ain't nothing about being scary or none of that shit, man. Like I said, we just playing chess. It's business. And if Spence would have won the fight, man, that shit would have been unbearable because his fans is just. I like Spence, but too many excuses I've been hearing from that side. Even like right now, they killing this boy Crawford on the timeline. Well, at least on my timeline, they is. And I don't really understand it because, like I said, man, the boy went in there, he did what he had to do, won the fight, and now he the one calling his shots, and Spence the one who gotta, you feel me, abide by his rules. And if he don't want to fight, that's on him. But like I said, man, it's gonna be the same fight whether it's at 47, 54, or 60. Man, ain't nothing gonna change with Spence. Bud by KO every time, man. I'm out of
like
here.
it's your time, but it's not your time.
Mm. Um, I highly doubt we gonna do an entire show on that other Bud comment. So I feel like we should just play that anyway to sauce things up a little bit more. I don't know. Did you hear the interview at all? No?
No.
Cool. So this will be new to you. And once again, shout out in this corner. Um, weighing in with Travis Hartman. He's actually an amateur boxer that faced Bud or a professional. I don't think it was a professional. I think he faced him in the amateurs. And yeah, here's a little quick clip. And this one is about resumes and fighters and just a little comparison for you guys. Shout out to Bud too.
You look at my fight with Errol Spence and how easy I defeated Errol Spence compared to all these guys that they call him bums. That should tell them something right there. You know, this guy, the guys that you was calling all bums and this and that and this put up a better fight than your favorite fighter. Yep.
Mm, that got to hurt. Ain't like we ain't said that, but you got Bud saying that shit now. C Dub ain't no fun.
Put
And
up
that
a
rabbit
better
got the
fight
gun.
than your favorite
Yo, yo,
fighter in the
how the
world,
audio?
code.
Straight.
Straight, straight. That's what's up. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. You know, this for everyone, man. Not just you, Ness. You have to understand this is the club of boxing. You know, this is the first take of boxing, the disputed show of boxing. In general, I feel like if you don't have the intent or savvy enough to debate without throwing personal attacks or the intelligence without throwing ad hominems, then you might don't need to debate. Dana was the bigger person for walking out. I appreciate that. That is his take, whatever his take is. I don't think Stephen A. gonna say, "Hey, to my coach, you silly or an idiot." They may say, "I disagree." They may say, "This is silly," but they're not going to say you are silly. They're not going to say you are an idiot because that opens the door for the person to treat you and your like that. So do unto others as you want to do unto you. Don't be feeling no type of way if they say your angles are silly or you act like a woman. You know, just keep it respectful, man, and don't be acting like it ain't no tit for tat because that's just humans and society. That's what we do. Be more intelligent. Disagree to agree to disagree. Because if you say Andrade is not a slick fighter, I'm not gonna call you an idiot. I'm just gonna say that's your take, and I'm gonna give you details on how it's idiotic. Be better, man. Be better. I seen you be better. I seen you be great. But players fuck up too. Shout out to Danny for not returning, and walking out, and saying you stupid or you dumb. It's a boxing show. Most times it's a reach, and we just having a discussion because a majority of the times it's a reach anyway. But you can have passionate conversations without a text. When I said Bud got to get down and lay down to fight Errol, I'm not in the room. I'm not in Al Heyman business room and shit. But I can connect the dots from history and past actions and speculate. And now I was attacked for saying it. And now you look at Bud, look on PBC website and you will look up fighters and you will see Bud and you know that he didn't get the fight until he got down to lay down. He got to get. It's just what it is. It turned out to be right. So who in they feelings? If I was speaking facts, like who in they feelings? The dude got on the line and agreed with Danny. So now you got egg on your face because it's like somebody may agree with his point. Somebody may agree with his opinion. It's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? But hey, in my opinion, I feel that the money and the legacy trump just legacy. So I think the Canelo winner would be the best option, or I feel that would be the most value. But if Charlo upset Canelo and beat him, then of course the default to B, and he'll fight at 154. Smash that, and Bud got the gun now. So that just is what it is, man. He's saying he didn't want to fuck around at 154 with Spence and find out. We do know that he didn't want to fuck around. So his fans could say he could beat him at any weight, but we could dispute it because he didn't want to fuck
You
around
may
and
feel like
find
it's
out.
your turn,
Shout out Jonathan Sims
but
for
it's not
calling
your
you out
turn.
first. Smash that like button, is free. Do something with yourself.
Yeah, man. That was pretty weak to say that he ain't won it at 54. Like, it's my right. I won. Maybe we shouldn't have wrote that out in the contract, you know what I mean? But we did. So for him to exercise that clause in the contract and for you to put up now this imaginary reason as to why we'll never know if he can beat him at 54. Like, bruh, ain't nothing on the line at 54. Nothing on the line except a bunch of Earl Spence fans' pride. LA, Jay, what up?
What's up, man? That's how are you?
What up? Chilling.
How's it going out there?
Can't complain.
Hey, I gotta say, the previous caller kind of touched on some things, but I'm in agreement with you. There's nothing at 154 right now, unless there was some type of undisputed title. And to go to that, I'm glad. I'm glad Bud Chess moved Al Heyman on this by saying the rematch needs to be at 147. I mean, I'll explain this to you, but I'm asking you this one question. Wasn't Bud taunting Charlo that he was next before the Spence fight
Yep.
and during the Spence fight?
Yep.
So Bud's intention was already probably with Al Heyman and say, look, I'm going to sign with you to get the Spence fight. But when I beat his ass, I'm going after Charlo. And I'm pretty sure that was part of the agreement. Now, I'm sure Heyman thought, no, that's not gonna happen. Spence will take Crawford and surprises his ass, right? So now what he does, oh wait, no, he's not gonna take my Charlo as well. He chess moves Charlo to go up to fight Canelo, denying Bud his intention to go for that third undisputed title, right? Or delaying it till who knows, Bud gets to like 38 years old, who knows? But I think by doing this, he's just basically saying, look, fuck you, Al Heyman. You already fucking delayed my career for all these years, not letting me fight your fighters, having your guys hide behind the PBC, protection belt. Now, I'm giving Spence a favor. I'm giving him a chance to do what he wanted to do, was become undisputed with just one fight. If you want us to fight at 154, you're making the path longer for Spence as well too to become undisputed, right? So what's the excuse at that point now? If it's just the money, okay, I can understand the money play. But realistically, for boxing, we know the fight that should be happening is Bud versus Charlo, undisputed. Canelo should be fighting fucking Benavidez, or hey, how about you, bigger Charlo, come out of your injury situation, whatever it really is, or if it isn't. But those are the fights that should be happening. I mean, honestly, Canelo should be fucking fighting Bivol at 168. Bivol put up his belts on the line. Why don't fucking Canelo put his 168 belts on the line? I mean, all this shit is just fucking up boxing when we can have all these great fights. And just the business of boxing is just messing with everything, man. And I don't like it. I just don't like it at all. What's your take on what I'm saying?
I mean, there's a lot of fantasy fights. Like Bivol was offered the fight
But
at
they shouldn't be
68. He didn't want it,
But you're
and he wanted more money.
wait.
I think
So wait.
he wanted. He wanted. Actually, he didn't
So
want it.
Bivol did it.
He wanted undisputed with better beer.
Wait. So you're saying that Canelo agreed to put up all his belts against Bivol? I never heard that.
I think that Bivol had said in an interview with Marcos Villegas that he would be willing to go down um, for that 68 fight. But I believe at the same time, Canelo says something like he lost at 75, right? So, and that he didn't want people to make excuses about him bringing him down.
Which that is a fucked up excuse.
I mean, it's the
right?
truth.
That's
the
a
truth,
scare
though.
tactic excuse. He's scared that he's going to lose his title to this guy.
I mean, it's also the truth, though. If he beats him, they'll say it was because he
It's not.
brought him down. I mean, we gotta remember, Bivol never fought at
Yeah.
68. You're asking a guy that never fought at
Well,
68 to come down because you want Canelo to prove something.
yeah, you want Canelo, you want Charlo, who never fought anybody at 168 or earned the shot at 168, to do the same. So Canelo's willing to do that, but he's
Champ,
not willing to do the other.
I hear your passion,
Come on.
but for you to try and associate it when it's backwards, it's never the same. It's always easier. We've interviewed strength and conditioning coaches, nutritionists, dietitians on this show. It's always easier to gain than lose, brother. So the fact
I
that you're
get you.
saying
That's
the
true.
fact
That's
that you're
true.
saying somehow
That is true.
Jamel's at more at a disadvantage than Bivol would be, who never weighed in at 68. It's just not true.
No, I get that. I do get that. I know 175, 168 is one difference in weight versus going 154 to 168. Exactly. Percentage-wise, But going up, definitely, yes. It's easier. It's easier. And the guy coming up in weight doesn't have anything really to risk. He's reaching for more. He's reaching for greatness, right? The guy who was going to take the fight with a smaller guy, he's just basically trying to take an easy fight. And if it goes wrong on him, then it looks bad on him, right?
I mean, it didn't work out for Chad Dawson, who was a great light heavyweight.
Oh, yep, true.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
And that's unfortunate because Chad Dawson, after that loss to Ward, just never, ever, ever, ever was the same. And it's crazy that we are in a sport where one fight can change you or we believe that one fight can change you, and there's really no motherfucking actual facts to it. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. He did a catch weight that he never fought at, and after that he was destroyed and never able to be that version of himself again. Empty the clip, Philadelphia.
Yeah,
What
yeah. I really don't see this fight again for real. But since we here, hey, we gonna have to see how this shit go. At first, I was thinking this shit wasn't gonna sell that much, but for real, people might actually pay just to see if Spence could possibly do any worse. Might fuck around and do 250 to 300 based off that alone. Throw a nice little undercard on that joint, maybe Boots versus Stanionis, fucking Ray Vargas versus Figueroa since he got the interim for his belt or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Might be able to do like like a little 350, something like that. And Spence definitely thought he was going to win, force that rematch at 154. And on the flip side, Crawford obviously already wanted the rematch at 147, or else it wouldn't even have been a point in the contract. The motherfuckers acting like they surprised that Bud. I saw this coming already. Um, yeah, Errol ain't put it right in there. He wanted it at 154, because I think Errol just ain't no nut. He wanted the rematch at 147 so he can prove himself. He don't want the extra 7 pounds to be a talking point if he do any better, and I respect that. Also, he want a shot at undisputed, and the only way for that to happen is at 147. And in terms of legacy, you're right with what you said earlier. Ness moving up to fight Canelo will definitely be better legacy-wise. But if Charlo wins, which I have Charlo winning, I think that pushed that timeline back. Hopefully, if that happened in the process, Crawford could drop some boots. Drop some belts. Hopefully, Boots could pick those up in the process, and maybe that could be his shot at a 3-time undisputed, and he can give a young boy a shot on the way out like Mayweather did Berto. That keeps boxing fans happy. You know
you
what I'm
tripping?
saying?
Yo, Mayweather,
That keep boxing fans
fucking
happy.
Berto was old, and Berto is not Boots.
Yeah, he was, but yeah, it's not the same. But hey, you know what I'm saying, that 52 fight timeline we think he on, it keep Crawford from waiting around for Canelo and Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And they think he a draw now since he beat Spence, which remains to be seen. But with that logic, they might as well make the fight. Shit, they just made Benavidez and plan the pay-per-view, so you can't tell me Crawford and Boots can't be one. Can't be doing 250 against motherfuckers that we don't even think is
Yeah, but
competition.
this
And
the
Ryder
thing. Hold on,
and
hold on, hold
Canelo
on,
be like,
hold on, hold on, champ. You can't just say that and believe that that's true. Like Benavidez and Andrade is on pay per view for one reason, and I'll tell you why. But before I answer that, give me your estimated guess of what Benavidez and Andrade will make, guaranteed.
so make guarantee, like guaranteed purse.
Guaranteed purse.
Guaranteed purse. I don't know. I think they probably give him at least 4 mil. I know that David Benavidez probably make at least 4 or 5 mil for that. You know, I don't know about Andre.
You said what?
I think Benavidez might make like 4 mil. I don't know about Andre.
All right, give me a number for Andrade.
All right, so if Benavidez make like 4 or 5, Andre probably like 3.
Damn.
They
Okay.
probably give him
Now
2.5 to 3. No, matter of fact, no, he damn sure ain't making that. I don't know about Andre.
no, no, this it's cool. It's cool. 2.5, and you said 4. We talking 6.5 million. All right. So 150,000 pay-per-views at $80. Uh that equals $12 million. And that's not including the purse. I mean the gate, which is tickets,
Right,
concessions, t-shirts, all that shit, right? So
right,
that's
everything that night, yeah.
that's why Benavidez and Demetrius Andre could be on pay per view, right? Because even at 150, they covering those guaranteed purses. They giving they promoter they cut.
Right,
They
for
giving a
sure.
broadcaster they cut. But now if we talking about what's the other fight you said?
Which one you talking
Charlo,
about? Boots and
you
Crawford?
said Boots and Crawford. Now, how much you think Crawford is gonna want to fight Boots when he just made 10 million to fight Earl, guaranteed up front, and we know he made over 20 overall. But You tell us.
No, he definitely gonna want them to break the brakes truck out. He gonna want at least 10.
At least 10. And then how much we giving
That
Boots?
that's the floor
How much we giving Boots?
for some shit like that. Shit, Canelo had to take short money against Mayweather. I don't know, probably 2.5 for Boost. He gonna have to take the short money and
So
just
we
hope he make
talking
it up on a win.
right there, we already talking over 150,000 pay-per-view buys just to cover the purses. That ain't even giving a percentage to the
Yeah, yeah.
broadcaster. So how many pay-per-view buys you
Everybody
think
saying
that fight
Crawford.
gonna do?
Everybody saying Crawford a draw now. You trying to tell
No,
me this motherfucker
no, no,
can't
no,
bring them
no.
at
Me,
least
don't worry about it. Me and
good,
you talking. Earl and Crawford did
good,
650. So how much you think Boots and Crawford gonna
right?
do?
I think Boost and Crawford could do like at least 275, 300. They say anything over a quarter mil is good, right?
275 times 80.
275,
We
300.
talking 22 million. We got to give the broadcasters a cut. That certainly covers Crawford's 10,000, Boots 2,000. I mean Crawford's 10 million, Boots 2.5 million. But now that only leaves you less than 8 million to give the broadcasters and the promoters, you know? And
Right,
we ain't even include yet the gate. So it isn't a it's a high risk fight because you barely covering the purses. We ain't even talking about paying up like we got 8 million to pay the broadcaster and the promoter. We need to
right.
hit a
It's all
higher number.
hypothetical numbers, of course. I see what you're saying though.
But yeah, I mean, by hypothetically, we need to hit a higher number. At least
Yeah, yeah.
325 would be a safe zone.
I personally think it could do more, but I gotta give it a low number where I think the floor at. We can always talk higher, but you gotta go the lowest possible first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Listen,
Yeah, but that's
I
what I
hope he
think.
could get the shot. You know, we got Canelo who defended his 68. This is gonna be his third undisputed defense.
Right,
So,
and you've been saying that for the past couple of days. Nobody defend undisputed. I want to see everybody defend their undisputed. If Charlo lose, he got Tim Zoo waiting
well,
on him for the undisputed
Bud is
damn near.
about to
If
do it.
Canelo win, he got Benavidez. Huh?
Bud Bud is about to do it. The question is, are you gonna be content with him defending the undisputed titles once against Spence, or are you still gonna say, "Well, do it again"?
I'm cool with him doing it once. I just want my man Boost to get a shot. If he do hold on to it, it'd be cool. Like I said, Boost and Stanionis can fight for the IBF and WBA, and then he can run that right back, and that could be a three-time undisputed fight. It's definitely not as big a fight, but like I said, it's a possibility. I personally would like to see the Crawford and Charlo joint. I think Crawford could beat Charlo. Yeah, Crawford and Charlo. I think he could beat Canelo too. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see it. I want the
Yeah, but
Canelo
it's my
Crawford
call.
fight.
Huh?
I want Canelo Crawford. But thank you for calling in. That's what I want. Canelo Crawford. But if Charlo wins, amen to him. But he got to do it twice to prove that he twice as nice. That's just the way the contracts is. Crawford got to prove it.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Crawford got to prove that he could beat Earl twice unless Earl walks away from the rematch. We got keep it moving $2. Danny needs to watch it with a sombrero hat. We got Diego Rosillo.
Watch what?
I don't know.
The Canelo fight?
Maybe. Because we did say, oh, no, we were not on air when we was talking to Fight Party, so I don't know what he's talking about. Diego Rosillo, that's how it is, right, Danny? Oh, you can't see it. Y'all did a whole episode on Legacy versus Money, and now Spence fans want rematch at a weight where he gets neither. Win or lose, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get to take the belts back. His fans
Uh,
are tripping, shaking my head. What up, Dan?
I I disagree with that. I think that at 47 he gets to say, "I defended undisputed."
I got mac and cheese. $5 Cash App says, I just seen Bud bulking up 180 just to cut to 147. I don't think he bulked up, bro. Like, listen, I tried to tell y'all this before, but y'all be needing fighters to come out and tell you them fucking selves. But Timothy Bradley weighed 180, fighting at 140 pounds. Errol Spence been walking around at 180. Like, so what that Bud is at 180? He used to that. Believe me, man. There's a bunch of dudes out here running around at 180, bro. Like, you guys, again, I'm not saying.
Bro, I mean, what do we think Tank and AB and Dev, at 35 or 40 walk around that?
Exactly, bro. Especially when you like letting go a little bit. You won the biggest fight of your career. Let's say for 2 weeks you let go, but he don't even do like that. Look, that last interview. That's why I said these interviews. The context is key. Like, dude was talking about a bourbon, and Bud made it clear. Like, I don't do that. I don't do none of that. But anyway, let me get to this cash chat. Right? No, we did that. I got to get to this super chat. That was $10. James Benitez, $2. He says, like I said, Bud beats everyone from 147 to 168. I don't know. We talked about that yesterday, and I think it should be its own show. Danny, I think were you on and you sent me that box rec, or was that a whole nother show? I do so many shows, but the context of the conversation was a super chat that said, who is Bud not the favorite? No. Who does Bud not open up as the favorite at 68? I feel like that's its own motherfucking show. But I only brought that up because his super chat says that he believes Bud beats everybody from 147 to 168. But I think that David Morrell, not that he beats Bud, but I don't know that Bud opens up a favorite over a fucking standout Cuban who's been putting dudes in the hospitals, a natural 68-pounder, clearly a puncher, obviously a boxer, definitely mean, and a regular champ. Then I don't know that if Canelo beats Charlo, an undisputed champ, it's going to move Canelo up again in the pound-for-pound rankings. And I just don't see Bud opening up as a favorite over Canelo.
Does he take it back over, though?
I don't know nothing about when the money comes in. I just don't see Bud opening as a favorite over Canelo.
No, I'm talking about the pound-for-pound rankings. If Canelo beat Charlo, does he take back the number one spot, pound for pound?
Quite possibly. You know these writers, man. You know these writers. And pound for pound is what it is. I don't know, Danny. I'm just saying. The other third person, I think because of Mabili's power, like, is he at least even money? Is Bud like a favorite? I know Mabili never won the world title, so it might sound like
Bro,
a
Billy
reach.
gonna be like plus 400 against Bud. Believe that.
Bro, I don't know, Danny. He just knocked out Damon Nicholson. Now, I know that the casual fans like, Damon, he's a journeyman. Yeah, but he don't get knocked out. He don't get knocked out. And he dropped Demetrius Andre.
Yo, didn't DeMar get knocked out in the last fight?
Nah, he got knocked out once in his life and versus Mabili. That's it. And he been in tough all his life. Like, we know Damon is, like, we don't get Damon to win the fight. We get Damon to show us the guy's durable. What did he do with Belanga? Show you Belanga's power needs to
No, for
get
sure.
worked on. You understand? What did he do with Demetrius? Show you he ain't gonna knock nobody out. Demetrius gonna have to outbox anybody he beat.
Yeah, I just don't know that he's gonna be the favorite against Bud.
And I don't know that he's gonna be an underdog with that natural fucking power. He
I
said,
mean,
Billy, you
you one
mean
or the
Jay
other,
Billy?
bro. So then you saying Bud the underdog because you one or the other. You can't be
I
both.
know. I'm saying. I just said I don't know because I'm not the bookies. This dude got real power, and we've seen Bud get hurt. I'm just saying. I don't know how the bookies, do that shit.
Look, bro.
So you got him favorite over everybody on 68?
Nah, probably like if we talking betting odds, probably not Benavidez or Canelo.
And so he's the favorite over Andre right now?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Moving on. I got a.
What Floyd say? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, I don't know that he's sounding like a leprechaun, but all right.
He said a leprechaun.
Yeah, you sounded like a leprechaun. $50 super chat. Bobby Shaw, damn. We could have had Bivol versus Bud at 68, but we got sissy-thighed fans like Ness saying, don't move down. Bivol would have lost. Yeah, right. Laugh out loud. Canelo got the same heartbeat like you, Ness. Canelo loses to Bud, Bivol, and Charlo at any weight, brother. Listen, I just am probably older than you and lived through a very good. Let me pull up Chad's resume so you can see how good he was before he did. Shout out to Google listening. I just put Chad and right away said Chad Dawson's box right. I love you. I love you. I know people are afraid that they're listening, not me. They make my life easy. So we're gonna screen share this and we'll go to school together here. A little revisionist history. We'll minimize a bit here. Boom. So we'll go Andre Ward where he lost, right? And as you can see, 68. What does that say? 75. The man been fighting at 75 his whole career, right? So we'll go back to what? Let's see. Let's see. This is NABF. So we'll start here where he won his first NABF title versus Eric Harding. We'll go up and he beat undefeated Thomas Adamek. Undefeated. Not the one that Vlad, not the one that Vitali, not the one that Areola, not the one that Big Baby, not the one that Spielka. Undefeated Thomas Adamek. Cool. We outbox him. Glenn Johnson, the Road Warrior, the one that holds the win over legendary Roy Jones. Okay. Antonio Tarver. What? Not the one, not the dude that gave Roy. Was it Roy's first loss, Danny? Where he said in the rematch, any excuses tonight, Roy? What's that? Back-to-back wins over Antonio? I said
Um,
back-to-back?
I don't
Damn.
think that was technically. I think that was the first real one, right?
No,
Wasn't Montel Griffin before that?
what? Oh, yeah, he did get knocked out by Griffin. He did get knocked out by Griffin, right? Wasn't it a Griffin?
No,
Look at
I'm saying.
CYP. CYP, the
Didn't
legendary
he
street
lose? I'm
fighter.
saying.
Chad was good, not great. Yo,
Wait, bro.
that
What
dude's
I'm saying is,
hilarious.
didn't Roy like that was Roy's like first true loss, but on paper that
Yeah, but that was a
his first.
disqualification. It was a
Yeah,
disqualification. The Montel
DQ.
Griffin lost. But moving on, Antonio Tarver, two times back to back, homie, back to back. Then Glenn Johnson again. Then he lost to John Pascal, which he couldn't avenge. This was even a decent fight. Adrian Decoto, and then Bernard Hopkins, no contest. Obviously, Hopkins. I lived this fight. I was in AC for this. Chad threw him off his shoulder. Hopkins faked the back injury.
90
Yeah, I
seconds.
said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. B-Hop. B-Hop hopped his ass up out of there. It was hot in that motherfucker. Came back. We did the rematch, and we got the win. And then Ward, then the HBO was like, "Yo, come on down, man. Come on down. Come on down." And they gave him the money to come down to Ward's division. And look, he was never the same, bro. Look, lost to Ward by knockout. Lost to Adonis by
60
knockout.
seconds.
Bro, lost to Tommy Carpensi. My boy Bruce from Pittsburgh made like 10 grand on this fight because he knows Tommy from Pittsburgh. And he bet on Chad. I mean against Chad. And fucking bro, Chad lost to Tommy Carpensi, bro. This is Tommy's biggest win, bro. Like Tommy's probably gonna go in the Pittsburgh Hall of Fame because he fucking beat Chad Dawson, bro. Like, look, Andre from Fora beat him, bro. Come on, man. That shit ain't supposed to happen, bro. Shit ain't supposed to happen, bro. So, salute to Chad. He got a son that's fighting, and maybe, his son ends up being a great fighter. But sometimes it ain't good to go down and wait, man. Like that, it just not everybody
10
can do it.
seconds.
Down is more difficult than up. Down is more difficult than up. Chad, what up though?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Not much. Like, so we got all these different mysteries and things in the world and the universe, like Illuminati and aliens and the pyramids and whether ghosts are real. And now you can add the Spence fans and this fight and the rematch to all that too. Like, you guys, soon you fans realize how ridiculous you guys sound when you call in, man. Like, I just want to know, do you guys light a candle every day for Spence? Like, do you guys have little statues in your house where, like you buy a Jesus statue, you put Spence face on it? When you think
Little
of
big
Spence,
fish
do you
statue.
imagine him? Do you imagine him in robes and sandals, reaching out to you, trying to embrace you? I mean, man, it's so corny, man. It's so corny. Like Shaquan, man. Yo,
Chad,
you guys there?
yeah, we hear you, Chad, but it's Saquon. Chad, we hear
You guys
you.
there?
We hear you, Chad. We hear you. Do you copy? Do you copy? You went through the mountains of Calgary? No, he's in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. Sorry, my phone went crazy on me. Yo,
listen.
man. I
So
mean,
it's Saquon that you're
sorry.
talking about. Saquon from New York is
Yeah.
the guy you about to go
Yeah.
in on. Go ahead, go in on him.
But Shaquan, like, man, calling in to say that Bud's journey isn't a you know, a good journey to get to undisputed? Like, what is that? Like, so this is a funny thing though. Like, before Usyk fought AJ, what fans gave a shit about Usyk's journey to his undisputed? I mean, I'm just
Well, to
saying,
his
when guys,
unification, his unification.
sorry, to his unification. Sorry, you're right. And Canelo too. I'm just saying, when guys do take these individual fights and collect belts, like Canelo got shit on, man, in a huge way. Like, people, and then now that Bud's had to fight one guy with three belts, somehow the journey's not good enough. The journey's not right. It's not hard enough. Please, man. Like, just look, he beat the fucking brakes off of Spence. Spence was slow. His footwork was awful. The knockdowns, he was out of position and off balance. Like, what's going to happen at 154? Nothing, man. Nothing. You think there's some magic that's going to happen at 154? What? He's going to show up all energized? Hey, he's going to have all the magic power to. No, man. No. Just stop. Stop. Let's move on. Let's see what else Bud can do.
It feel like it's your time, but it's
All right,
not your
man.
time.
See you guys.
Shout out Canada. Stand up. Who we got out there? Who we got? Who we got? We got JT in the schmuck. While we wait for him to connect, we going to fat $10 super chat. Bud, Bivol, and Tyson Fury, the best. Bud is 50 Cent money and the power. Bivol, like Lil Uzi Vert, got the fans hype. And Tyson Fury, like Eminem, the white boy that changed the game. JT,
Yo, can y'all hear me?
yes.
Can y'all hear me?
C.
Okay. Shout out to Chris. I was trying to laugh at his call. His call was so messed up, though. He just went a little overboard with his little joke. I wonder who his favorite fighter is. Because everybody's biased to their fighter. When their fighter lose, they going to come out with excuses. They're going to say this, they're going to say that. Everybody do it, including us. Everybody on all his panel does it. When their favorite fighter lose. When their team lose, they make excuses. So y'all can save me with the
I
bullshit.
never made an excuse for
I
Wilder.
still want you did make an excuse.
For
That's
Wilder?
I'm not going back
I
and forth
never
with you
made
about
an
it.
excuse for none of my
You
fighters
made
losing.
an excuse You made excuse for Canelo. You made excuses for Canelo.
Man, you
So look,
lying,
I'm
man.
gonna say this though. I still want to see. I still want to see the fight at 54. I think Spence was weight drained. He Bud beat him at 54. Hey, if you don't take it, fine. I don't give a shit. I love to see Canelo versus Bud Crawford at 68. I got Bud Crawford beating the shit out of Canelo. But I know logically that fight is not gonna happen. That fight is all wrong for Canelo. And if I know that, I'm pretty sure his coaches and Canelo know that as well. But I keep Ness, y'all came out and said Spence wrote a note saying he can't make 147. What was that the topic y'all were talking about?
Not that he wrote a note, that he had to formally write in writing that he couldn't make 47 if he wanted the fight not to happen at 47. According to Crawford, I'll play the audio once you are done.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, look. All these people that call in raging, talking about this and all that. Remember, first, I respect. Well, I respect everybody, but at the end of the day, if you ain't been in the ring, just shut the fuck up. 'Cause y'all talk about a lot of people and shit like that, but none of you guys mostly haven't been in the ring to sit here and say this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy got his ass whooped. This guy don't deserve a rematch. Nah, man. At the end of the day, Spence been putting in the work since he was 15, and he been on the top of the sport and all that doing his thing. So if you take one loss, you never know, man. Come back and redeem it, like you said, get it back in blood. He can win it or lose again. But hey, he deserved that. He's a top fighter. Get a lot of other guys lose fights and stuff like that. Come back. That's what fighter. That's what this sport is for. But stop closing him out the door because he don't deserve another fight or a rematch. So, but besides that, man, I mean, I don't got nothing else, man. I was working, but I wanted to kind of punch off. I mean, come back and say something on the caller, but I forgot. I forgot the top. I kind of punch back in when they come back to me. That's my call.
All right. Let me play this audio for those that don't know what it is that we're talking about and why we're asking people to stop complaining. The reason we're asking you to stop complaining is because you keep saying that Earl can't make a weight that he obviously could make, because if he couldn't make it, he would have abided by the contract that he signed. He signed it. Take it away, Mr. Bud Crawford.
Well, the contract states that either one or the other got to notify, in writing that he no longer can make the weight. If not, then the fight will be at 47. So
there you go, man. Because I don't want old boy to flag us. He didn't have very many subs, and I don't say that as a shot. I say that as a guy that had been there. It's like, my hottest interview. Everybody's using it, But I liked your video. I shared your shit. Obviously, I've announced that, we're using the audio from In This Corner. It's weighing in with Travis Hartman. He's actually a former multinational champion in the amateurs who faced Bud Crawford. And if you watch the entire video, like I watched it, Trav Hartman, and I appreciate you. He took great pride in not being stopped by Bud, because he said, Earl got stopped, but not him. But he also said that a lot of people was getting stopped by Bud in the amateurs.
This was the pros
What?
when he fought him.
Hartman?
Absolutely.
Oh shit, he fought him as a pro.
As a professional.
That's even worse then. So he really meant it when he was happy that he didn't get stopped like Earl. I thought it was in the amateurs.
Terence Crawford was 5-0. Travis Hartman was a 20-fight veteran with a record of 9 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw at the time. And if you are wondering, did he fight again? Absolutely, bro. Travis Hartman's last fight was 2019 against Mason Menard.
Oh shit! Common opponent with T.O. and Devin.
Absolutely.
And Diego.
And so after Terence Crawford, he went on to fight guys like no, is this the same one? Ooh. Sure is. Jesse Vargas.
Whoa.
He fought Jesse when Jesse was
6-0. That's dope.
And Jesse actually knocked him out in the second, right? And then he
That's because
fought.
Crawford already damaged him. He was damaged goods after
Then he
Crawford.
fought 6-0 Alex Martin from Chicago.
What?
Yeah. And then he fought
Damn.
9-0 Miguel Cruz from Florida. Then
there's more.
But wait,
that motherfucker fought everybody.
He fought 9-0 Cordell Booker.
Damn. So he must have just retired, this motherfucker.
He fought 14-0 Kent Cruz.
Damn. That's the dude that just had the rematch on Showbox.
Then, I ain't never heard of this guy.
Dennis Cooper, you never signed up to Border Wars, your Hawaiian ass, talking about somebody's a fucking scrub.
He fought a guy that was 15-0.
You were supposed to fight Mario. You could have made a name for yourself.
I mean, never mind. But the guy 15-0, Nico Macias, never heard of him, but he was undefeated also.
Out here calling people scrubs.
Yo, so shout out to Travis Hartman, man. Right? Guy fought a lot of tough guys.
Hell yeah, he fought some tough motherfuckers.
Did his thing. Just stopped fighting, like I said, 2019. That was his last fight.
Damn. 2019. He was getting busy.
He finished with the record of 16 wins, 28 losses, 1 draw. He got 12 wins by KO and 16 L's by KO.
Danny.
Yes.
This just in.
Uh-oh. It's not funny. Wow. Not funny.
Spence after making 147 again for the rematch. And for those that are just tuned in as a audio podcast only, we're showing the images of the alleged aliens found in Mexico that Danny refused to talk about, being a person from Mexico. You got agualitas out there and everything. You didn't even care, bro.
I mean,
you don't believe it?
Bro, this dude fought. Get the fuck out of here. Hold the fuck up.
What? You still on his record?
Bro.
He's an OG, man.
No. Hold on, watch out. This dude fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Damn.
When Junior was 17-0.
But that was a lower weight. Junior was a small.
140.
See?
Yeah.
Yo, wow, though. He fought everybody. Holy Lord. All right, what else we got to do? We got to go to...
Bro, he fought a dude named Shimon Alvarez.
Shimon
was 16-0 at the time.
Yo, is that like a Canelo stepbrother and shit?
Shimon. look at Shimon.
Yo, that's Canelo's stepbrother. If Mr. Alvarez had a night on the town in Houston somewhere.
Shimon.
Send me that box right. Send me that box right. Hey, yo, Shimon was conceived after a night at a strip club. What the fuck?
In Atlantic City.
No.
Yeah, bro. AC, they was at the bada bing.
Yo, holy shit.
Oh, man.
All right. We have to go to callers again. We got Chrome. What up?
Damn, somebody just said, dude has a better resume. And then, he said a pay-per-view star's name.
Yeah, but that's the thing. People pick and choose when they want to give somebody credit for just fighting tough names, not actually winning.
Bro, Shimon lost to Delvin Rodriguez.
Chrome, you there? Or you got to jump back out, jump back in?
Joshua Clottey.
Bro, he looking up Shimon Alvarez. Did you send it to me?
Yeah.
They want to see him. Chrome, it sounds like you're not connected, baby. So jump out, jump back in.
Bro, I wish I wasn't sick because I sound weird.
Yo, Shimon really is a step brother. Canelo gonna have to answer to this. Y'all know that's his step. I thought it was like, why you said Atlantic City? Is that where he's born?
Motherfucker, move the screen. And he a southpaw. Okay. Check you out, Shimon.
Oh yeah, he is from Jersey.
Let me look him up on Instagram. Shimon.
Shimon.
Shimon Lee?
Yo, did you just say Shimoni?
Nah, Shimon Lee.
Oh,
Rush Hour? No.
nah.
Oh
I
damn.
wasn't a Rush Hour kind of guy. I watched it, but not like I ain't memorized that shit, bro. But who we got on the line?
Bro, this dude don't even exist on Instagram.
Bro, he exists on BoxRec where it count. Shit. If he ain't exist there, CYP won't call him a fighter. Well, actually, he said guys like that shouldn't be professionals. I think. Yo, you going to a Carlo or what?
Yeah, who we got? Let me see.
On Twitter, you got somebody. I think you got Capicu. Maybe that is.
Yup, so do. What up, champ? What you think of Shimon? You ever heard of him?
What's going on, gentlemen?
You
What
ever you
up?
ever heard of Shimon?
Yo, he from
Nah,
Atlantic
I ain't
City.
never hear him, but he look like a pimp from a 1970s movie. But yeah, man, just also like to kind of reinstate about what you're talking about. With remember, Chris Bird did it too. Chris Bird came down from a heavyweight to fight my man's the trainer for Zhang's trainer. What's his name?
George,
Sean
Sean
George.
George.
Sean
Sean
George, and you saw
George.
he got knocked out. So I mean that weight cut isn't easy, bro. But like you said, it's easier to gain the weight than to lose the weight. You know, there's plenty of examples for that. You know, but I say let's bring in let's celebrate. Let's bring in Bud to the 168 with Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the test fight. See
What?
if he can hold the 168. I say that if Bud gonna come up to 168, let's welcome him. Let's have him a welcome party with Berlanga. That'll be the
Bro,
that'll be the perfect fight for him.
you want some biased Puerto Rican shit right now? Why is
No, no, I'm just
Berlanga the perfect fight? Like, what does Berlanga? He ain't
well.
even
What I'm
got a
saying is
belt. Damn, Danny,
an
you skipped this
introduction.
time?
Damn, that my 3 minutes
Cause
is
you was
gone that
screen
fast. What
nah
the
nah
fuck?
nah
Nah. We were
nah
screen sharing.
918 is over cause you was screen
Yeah,
sharing
we were
so
screen sharing.
yeah.
Uh,
Uh, uh, but
but
The
Berlanga,
Berlanga fight is a perfect introduction to the weight class. Is what I'm saying. He come in, he fights, see if he can handle the 168 power,
bro,
and then he'll fight.
but he don't want to see if he can handle. He want the top. He want
All
a
right,
champ. Like y'all want him to
I'm
dip his
saying
toes in. He want to go diving.
he all right. Hey, all right. If that's what he wants, then hey, fuck it. Let him dive. Um, that's a big ass weight class for him. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's see the best fight the best, right? But stating, talking about yesterday, right? Were you talking about we were talking about Benavides having something big coming. You think Canelo might go after the younger brother instead of the bigger brother?
Hell no. Hell no.
You think?
Hell
Now he
no.
going after the younger brother in the
No,
Charlos. Why
it
not go
gotta be
after Jose?
Charlo. Nah, it gotta be Jamal, bro. It gotta be Jamal or Keller Plant. If PBC smart, they come back with Keller Plant and Jose Benavides.
That sounds about right. But staying to the topic. I mean, yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
And
I mean, I don't
Jose?
want to keep up. Yeah, why not? They
Guarantee
saying they
win.
got something big for him.
Guarantee win for your pay-per-view guy. You know,
Oh
Hmm.
my god, but
built in.
bro, he's gonna move up from 54 to 68?
He's already moving to 60 or 68 for Jamal. He's already an option for Jamal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be interesting. But just on the topic, just 47. Like I don't want to sound redundant, man. Like, everybody says the same thing, and we said it plenty of times. The 147, if it is not 147 rematch, that's for the belts. 54 ain't nothing. But and who says that along the line that rematch doesn't happen at 154? When he's established at 54, if he's gonna fight at 54, that rematch doesn't have to happen right away. It could happen sometime along the way. Maybe that's gonna be his exit fight. I'm saying Crawford. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. People gotta just deal with this shit. The fight was at 47. Rematch should be at 47. And
It
it's
may
for all
feel
the
like it's
belts.
your
So
turn,
let's wait for the rematch to
but it's
happen.
not your
Most
turn.
likely 54 later on.
That's the bell champ. He do look big as hell though. And who knows, bro? Like sometimes the weight cut takes away from the power. I mean, for his younger brother to be a heavyweight, who knows how much he was holding himself back. I don't know that he would win a fight, with a killer plan, but I think it makes sense for PBC. Man, you could definitely do that, tapping right back into the rivalry and everything. Numbers, what up?
Smitty, you funny.
Numbers. Joe, man, from your lips to God's ears, man.
Oh, would you look at who it is?
Numbers.
Mic check.
1212.
Y'all hear me?
Yep.
Hello.
Yo,
Yo.
what's the topic today?
Crawford and Spence fight happening at 47. Earl never notified Crawford that he couldn't make weight, so the fight happened at 47.
Okay, because there's been a bunch of other shit being talked about, and I just want to stay on topic. But I was on Discord and shit. I was like looking up a little verse to start my call with, but never mind that. I just saw something on Twitter that said that Spence never had an issue making the weight, and I just think all of this was a series of chess moves for Crawford to get out of get out of all this obligation to fight Spence, and then push the Charlo Canelo winner, which is gonna be Canelo. I don't know why people fool themselves. You know what I mean? It's the king of boxing. It's the face of the sport. Period. But hey, I gotta step into this office real quick. So shout out TBV, hit the like button. Shout out back off. You have a good day, bro.
All
All
right.
right, champ.
Appreciate you. J Matt.
Very intrigued by this Shimon Alvarez guy. Let me tell you.
You hilarious. Wait, is this Shimon? Get the fuck out of here. Bro, they just sent me a Shimon Alvarez. He's in the AC Boxing Hall of Fame. Stop playing and put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Huh? Who we
Yo,
got?
can you hear me?
Finally.
Yeah, I guess what I got a free call?
I mean, I seen your hand raised. I ain't know. We going out the aisle in the bay. Bay in the aisle. What?
Shimon, bro.
What you laughing at? You already see how you look.
I know. It's just like, bro,
What?
what if we related? Ain't that crazy?
You funny as hell.
What if I got ties in the AC or some
Al
shit?
in the bay, you there?
Look, he got the little.
Oh shit.
He got the bid.
He got the Eddie Munson going on, bro. How you get the peak? What's that called? Widow's Peak?
Yeah, he got the little joint up here.
Wasn't it a show called something Peak? I'm asking the wrong person. Chrome. You know he don't watch TV.
Yo,
He
you
ain't
can hear
even
me?
he ain't even watch the first Mexican astronaut, man. We gotta take this guy's credentials. What up?
You can hear me?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Danny? What's up, Ness? How y'all boys
What's
doing
up?
today?
What's up?
Chill.
Okay. I was calling in, about the topic. Well, I'm kind of happy Crawford kind of explained this little whatever the contract state about Earl. Got to put it in writing that he can't make the weight, so some of these Spence fans can stop crying. Because it sounds like if Earl ain't put it in writing, he ain't had a problem making the weight.
Word.
So at least we can get past that part of it that he was weight drained and all this crazy stuff. Now it's just the Earl was high and Terence on PEDs. They need to go ahead and get this rematch over so we can go ahead and move past this, man. I'm kind of really tired of talking about it. I mean, I like both of them, but I picked Crawford to win. I'm just tired of hearing the damn Spence fans cry about it because that shit is getting ridiculous, especially some of these callers coming. Well, I still want to see it at 54. The man just explained what the contract said, and Spence ain't said he wanted that 54 even shit. So I don't understand why everybody else wanted that 54. Spence wanted to be undisputed, so I guess he gonna take his another shot at it, and then we can live with the results and just move on. But that's mostly what I had to say about that. I keep it short and simple.
Right.
Short and simple, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
All right.
All right.
Chrome, thanks for calling in. Oh shit, it's come to an end. Let me see here. Average boxing fan, Benavidez stampedes Bud and Plant beats him too. That was another guy we didn't ask. You think he's the favorite over Plant?
Ooh, boy.
2 losses by knockout already. Oh wait,
No, one.
yeah, Benavidez didn't stop him.
Nobody did. Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. Canelo did. I'm saying yeah. David didn't. Yeah, just the one. Yeah.
Tip Bellis, candles for Spence in the chat. Candle emoji, rolling on the
Uh,
floor emoji.
but to answer your question, yeah, I'm still siding for that one too.
For what?
Yeah,
Plant versus Bud?
yeah. Close. That's
You're
probably
still siding for that to happen?
no. I'm saying you asked me would Bud be the favorite. I'm like, yeah, I'm still siding on that fight also. Like,
Damn, you putting Bud over him.
I think it'd be narrow, but absolutely.
Damn. I forgot who super chatted. Whoever super chatted that yesterday or started that conversation, I guess you're right, bro. Wow.
What about you?
I don't know, bro. The bookies are so weird. Bookies be weird, bro. They be having dudes like underdogs and sometimes they don't deserve it. I don't know. Keep it moving. $2.
You may
Danny
feel like it's
have
your time,
Mexican.
but it's not your time.
No, I mean. Yo, that is everyone.
Y'all some haters.
Yeah, that is everyone. Catch
Next,
us on the
we
next
need a
one.
Shimon interview.
We don't even know where Shamon's at.
2 people asking for Shimon interviews. He ain't fought in 11 years.
Whoa. That's a long time.
Yeah. Next GTO, Ringwalk Danny.
Instagram and Twitter.
The Boxing Voice. Arrivederci.
Catch me at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central.
PM Mountain.
Yo, you know what else?
Word.
Ernesto Mercado is back in another big fight. This fucking dude, it's a wrap. I'm interviewing his pops. I can't take it.
Who he fighting?
Jeremiah Nakatilia. Bro, the fact that nobody's talking about this kid is insane. Like, we want Keyshawn and Schofield and Frank Mont. Bro, I want Mercado with them dudes. Mercado Frank, Mercado Keyshawn, Mercado Shakur, Mercado, bro. Mercado, bro. Mercado. Mercado. Okay?
Oh, wow.
Now, yo, listen. Bruh, let me show y'all something. No promoter, there's no reason other than skill that you should be doing what he's doing. I mean, it's just unheard of. I can't believe more people not backing this kid with the fights that he's taken in a short amount of time. If this were Lomachenko, listen, if he would have gave in to the big box promoter, he would have been a star. He's doing this shit without the big box promoter. Like, he's literally taking dudes. Look at these opponents, bro. Like, Kurt Scooby made a name off himself for knocking out Hank Lundy. Mercado did that first. So let's see where it started at. Velez was the first one I caught win. I said, hold up. How the fuck you 7-0? You fighting Jason Velez already. I watched that fight. He destroyed him.
Destroyed him. Out of there.
Get up out of here. Next one. Oh. You 9-0? You fighting Hank Lundy? 1 round before Scooby did it. Hold up. Dang Dini? Man, Devin was like 27-0 when he fought Dang Dini on Showbox. 10-round decisions in Nicaragua. Let's fucking go. In Nicaragua. Next up, Jeremiah Nakatilia. He just got stopped by Murataya. He was in the ring with Shakur. I mean, when I first interviewed this dude, he said, bro, they know me. They ain't gonna say my name. They know who I am. And something about, I think Keyshawn beat him, but he feel he got robbed or some shit. That they already had Keyshawn for that slot or some shit he said. But he been talking hot shit about Shakur since I first interviewed him for the Velez fight. And he been talking about everybody since I continued to interview him. I can't believe he was going Nicaragua to fight Dyke Don Denny. His father put on, because he Nicaraguan too, but like for them to do that fight in Nicaragua at
Right.
like 10-0, how, Sway? How? Now they got Nakatilia, and the boy is 12-0. Murataya ain't even do that, and he had the big box promoter. Nah, man. Keep your eyes on this kid. He is the fucking goods. I can't wait till they slip up and put him on as a. I mean, they ain't gonna slip up. He doing his thing way too much. The bookies know his ass. It's a wrap. The bookies know him. But we out.
Arriva Dirts till the next one, y'all.